Right now, you may be running a little late, or feeling stressed, or overwhelmed, and you may be going a bit over the speed limit. So to help you relax, exhale. Ease up on the gas. You'll get there when you get there. Take a moment to just chill. This little break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning. Good morning.
Coogan Nation. Time to rise and shine and start your day with Duval Sports Media Big Steppers. Dan Hicken.
You know it!
Jeff Prosser.
It's a big deal.
Gosh, it sure is a big deal.
And E to the T.
E.T. is in the booth. Rise and shine. Googans, go time on a Thursday morning. Oh, we're going to be dangerous today. I have properly functioning earbud / headset for the first time in months. Oh, man. Quality right now. It's like performance enhanced. This is almost unfair. I'm like a major leaguer at the plate just coursing with steroids right now. In which case, the Braves should sign me. The story for another day. We got Jaguars football back, baby. Before we begin an exclusive look ahead to 2024, Doug Peterson meeting the media right off the bat. It's time for one last ta-ta to 2023.
Just looking back and learning on, some of those moments last year, especially the end of the season, we have to stay grounded. We got to continue to trust each other, right? Trust our process, the standard that we've put in place here, and regardless of what happens, injuries are going to be a part of our game, and at every position, and it's got to be a next man up type mentality, and that's got to be the message moving forward. That it takes everybody, and we kind of stressed that this offseason, and making sure that everybody is a part of it, right? And we're developing the entire team, and not just a certain few. And I think that's the key with the back half of the season, right? When you get into late November, December, early January, that you're going to have to play some of your younger players to carry you through to where you want to be.
There's that off-season conversation about onboarding, right? I think both sides had a point there. Remember Trent Baalke in the postseason press conference? It can be viewed a little bit as pass the buck, but just talked about the onboarding process and how, perhaps guys were needed at certain positions. You went and got those guys, and then you didn't play them. And yet on the coach's side, you get to the end of the year, we're banged up, we're battered. We're trying to make the playoffs. I need my best players. I don't have time for any onboarding. The guys you bring me better be ready to play, or I got to go with who is best ready to be next man up. And so there in the middle, the answer lies for successful teams, because then you can do both. Yeah, then you can begin to integrate some of your younger players. I mean, this ain't college football. It's in the spring game. Don't get me wrong. But the point is get them up and more ready, or as ready to play as quickly as possible. And so there was no early season onboarding for, Parker Washington, say. Brenton Strange wasn't utilized, right? I mean, I know I'm not saying this like with some exclusive inner war room knowledge of the Jaguars, but I can tell you this goes on all over the NFL. The front office, scouts all year, goes to coach, have big meetings, season ends. All right, what do you need? Here's what I think we need. What do you think we need, coach? Then you find that common ground. All right, we need a tight end, huh? All right, well, second round, I'll go get you tight end. And then the season comes and goes, and you throw the second round tight end like 10 balls all year. Well, hold on now. You said you needed what? And then on the other side, I said, well, I need a tight end. I need a tight end that's ready. I don't want to be critical, but, that happens. I use the Jaguars as this specific example because it's easiest, and we have those, running tally on how that's gone.
And then the GM can turn around and say, well, it's your job to get them ready.
Well, there you go, right? But just buried there toward the end of that opening comment was certainly now a preseason directive to do what we kind of, it could have been interpreted as maybe slightly tense-ish. I do know that from inside the building, at one point, Doug Peterson, I'm not going to say I know, but from firsthand relationships know that they're certainly, and then they've since come out and kumbaya and everyone's on the same page, and I believe them on that, but I do know there was a time this offseason where it's a little bit fractured down there. That's for sure. That's the difference between losing and winning. So, anywho, 2023 now put to bed. We look forward to 2024. We got lots of training camp coverage. The 1010XL Army is down there. So, from observations to what we see on the field, again, I don't think we can make too much of what we see in this format. Take it 11 on 11, full pad, going hard, physical. So when you get your ultimate answers. But as far as what we've seen to this point, I'll drop some of the, camp sights and sounds. Who did catch those in attendance eye yesterday? Going to hear from a bunch of the dudes just reporting. It's a mix here of expectation that good teams have to have. And what I mean by that is you've added a veteran presence in Eric Armstead and Mitch Morse. And yet at the same time counting on young guys like Trayvon Walker and Brian Thomas Jr. Certainly a talented team, as we said yesterday, through thick and thin, through it all, the disappointments, the ups and downs, and highs and lows of the entirety of a 17-game season came down to about 4 seconds last year. Kicker knocks through a 48-yarder, and the whole parallel universe exists. I think it's a good football team. I think it's got pieces in play. It will certainly help to be healthy. They've got to play better. We have to rediscover whatever that spark was at the end of 2022 when ETN's running for 5 yards a pop and Trevor's going 15 touchdowns, 3 picks down the stretch. That's what we need to see, not just for the entire season, moving forward. That's the step up that the Joe Burrows and the Josh Allens and the Mahomes and all the good ones make. They get their team firmly established, and then the year where they have the right dynamic, they're a serious threat to win the Super Bowl. It's got to start. Got, cornerstones now locked up. So it's exciting time. Exciting time to be a Jaguar fan. Looking forward to training camp. Not looking forward to the grind. Fred Taylor's opinion that, after about a week, he's ready for the regular season. It's not going to be a week for me, gang. By the time we get back here on Tuesday, and there's been 3 or 4 of these practices, I'd say we'll be back on Monday. But by about Tuesday or Wednesday next week, and they practice 2 or 3 times, and let's just go play. Let's play ball, boys.
The Hall of Fame game's a week from today.
Yeah, believable.
First day of August.
Yeah, believable. The Noles now inside a month. ACC Media Days are wrapping up. We got much more Jaguars training camp coverage coming up next segment. I've got lots of sound from down there from both some of the newcomers and the holdovers. Again, I think really the number one storyline of this camp, and to that end, at least in the formatic setup of opening day, it was early good marks for the defense. I think the defense and the institution of this whole new system mentality, you can get wild swings in the NFL from year to year from units. With the right guy pushing the right button, the right chess pieces, just a couple of changes, you can go from middle of the pack to really good, from middle of the pack to really bad, really good to middle of the pack. You can swing pretty wildly, especially if you catch guys in the right part of their growth chart. And Trayvon Walker would seem to be in that spot. Devon Hamilton would seem to be in that spot. Shoot, Josh Hines-Allen probably still in that spot. Tyson Campbell would seem to be in that spot. Andre Sisco would seem to be in that spot. Foye Oluokun has arrived and seems steady enough to stay in that spot. There's talent on this team. There sure is. So huddle up. Let's go. All right. More Jags talk. Meanwhile, back to ACC Media Days, the kickoff. They'll be coming to a close here. Expectations, really big expectations. With 12 teams, now realistic playoff expectations really only exist for 3 teams in the ACC, right? Only 3 teams in the ACC that can really seem legitimately say, yeah, we have playoff aspirations. And that doesn't mean that the overall college football world agrees with them, but there are 3 teams that went through the ACC kickoff that probably feel like they can at the very least contend for a playoff spot. There may be some ifs, but that's okay. In fact, ESPN, and they have a college football column out. And I think we need to think of this, too, in the context of the future of the league. Got some kind of conflicting reports yesterday, too. More on that. Well, just real quick. Did you see ESPN's like talking about getting out of their ACC deal?
No, I did not.
Yeah. But they have a column out. College football's ifs list, how 16 contenders can come together. So in other words, to me, this sounds like you're identifying the 16 most likely playoff teams. No? Is that a fair way to interpret it? Well, here's the intro. Welcome to the 2024 college football season where the playoff is bigger. Power conferences are too. The dog's still the favorite. Who are the chief competitors? What stands in the way of those teams in the ultimate prize? What questions need answered between now and January? According to sportsoddhistory.com, no national champion in the last 23 years has had worse odds at the start of the season than plus 5,000. Could the expansion to 12 teams alter that trend? Here are the 16 teams that meet a set of standards, and there are a bunch of them that I'm not going through. They're sorted by the number of ifs that need to break their way to make them champs. And without getting into each and every if, I'll tell you 16 teams are listed, okay? There are 2 if teams. In other words, there are two if teams, which is top of the chart. These programs only have 2 ifs to win it all. That's Georgia and Ohio State. And then you get to some 3 if teams. In other words, just kind of power ranking them. Then you get to Oregon there, Texas. Then you get to 4 F teams, still pretty high on the, chances to win it all. We're only at number 5 here with Alabama. You got LSU. You got Ole Miss, all plus 1,600 or 16 to 1. Then you got Notre Dame at 22 to 1, Penn State at 25 to 1, and FSU from the ACC 30 to 1. That put them about 8th or 9th here on the list of favorites. Among the ifs, got to get over that snub of a year ago. You got to get DJ Uiagalelei playing at the level that had Oregon State. I think I saw they were the 11th best offense. I don't know if it was what analytic was used, but certainly more than capable. They need to hit in the portal again. D-tackle, grabbed a couple guys there. I think linebacker would also fall into that if you're an FSU fan, but there you go. Those 4 ifs aren't also if Uiagalelei has receivers. That's fair with Keon Coleman, Johnny Wilson both gone. Bama transfer Malik Benson going to be big for the Noles there. But anyway, so there's the Noles out of 16 teams. All right, then we go down to the 5 if teams. This is the bottom of those in the 16. And what do you know? Clemson is there at 40 to 1, and Miami is there at 40 to 1. All this talk of the ACC and I get over the course of the year, it's the depth of the conference. It's how you're tested week in and week out. But lo and behold, I've got the 16 top favorites to win it all this year. 3 of the 16 are from the ACC. Mario Cristobal, yesterday at ACC kickoff, big season opener against Florida, and big hopes for this year.
It's a tremendous rivalry. I know our fan base and everybody's really incredibly fired up about that, but we're not going to be talking about the Florida Gators. We have training camp coming up, and for us to be the best team that we can be on August 31st, we have to have a great training camp. We have to improve our systems, our techniques, our fundamentals, our ability to communicate, to execute, and without any of that, nothing else is really possible. So,
all right, the media poll from the ACC kickoff has not been released yet. It'll be FSU 1. Louisville's also in the mix. I should include them. They're not on that 16 there. But I think Louisville will earn some cred with some second and third place votes, if not a few first here and there. If you don't believe in FSU now, is FSU good? I mean, big question. The ifs that are listed there, I think there's a bigger overall program if. Is this a complete turning over? Right? It doesn't always work that way. You write a great group, a great quarterback, in this case, in Jordan Travis at the college level, and then it's not easy just to keep going with, 10, 11 win seasons. All right, let's come back to a little camp chatter. Who was catching eyes yesterday, or in this case, catching balls. And let you hear from some of the guys there, from some of the new additions, like Mitch Morse, Darnell Savage, others with hopes of, either increased playing time, bigger roles. So I'm going to take you around the globe, man. We got lots to share with you from Jaguars training camp, kind of a catch-all of the guys now that they've reported on the field yesterday. We've got that, more from ACC Media Days, and a lot on our plate here. It's a Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday. No job too big or too small for my friends at Custom Tree Surgeons. Anytime you have issues with trees on your property, your business, it's Custom Tree Surgeons at CustomTreeSurgeons.com.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Big moment.
Play-by-play is full of plot twists.
Did that just happen?
And high-octane drama.
And this game is tied.
Experience the most play-by-play sports on 1010XL.
At Hodges Mazda, what Mazda moves you? Find out. Take advantage of 0% APR on our versatile lineup of 2024 Mazda crossover SUVs. Lauren Brooks here. Choose from the off-road-ready 2024 Mazda CX-50, the stylish 2024 Mazda CX-30, or the tailored-for-you Mazda CX-5. With 0% APR for 36 months, you'll find your perfect CUV. Our professional non-commissioned sales team always puts your best interest first, and you'll get 2 years free maintenance. Visit Hodges Mazda today or shop online at HodgesMazda.com. See dealer for details. Terms and fees for qualified applicants expires July 31st, 2024.
Bolt City Heating and Air is here to keep you cool this summer. Anytime, any day, whenever you need fast, reliable air conditioning service. Their friendly technicians have fully stocked work vans so they can get your AC done on site the same day. Rely on a family-owned Jacksonville-grown company this summer to keep your home cooling system working smarter, not harder. Experience the bold difference. Visit BoldCityAC.com to schedule your service appointment. BoldCityAC.com.
When you're a little kid on the playground, they tell you don't hit back. Well, the courtroom isn't a playground, and if you've suffered an injury or death in your family, I'm here to tell you it's okay to hit back and fight to make them pay. I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and at Hastings Injury Law, we understand all the pain and emotion that comes with being wrong, and we've dedicated our lives to making things right for people like you. So if you get hit back with Hastings Injury Law. Offices, Jacksonville.
Baloo here for Smunez Vision. Why Smunez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smunez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smunez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smunez is fellowship-trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmunezVision.com today. Care you can see.
Find your why in your next career move at the First Coast YMCA. Everyone can get involved and make a difference in your community at the Y. And if you'd like to turn your passion into a fulfilling career, the Y is an equal opportunity employer and is now hiring youth program leaders, lifeguards, swim instructors, and more. Plus, Y staff enjoy benefits including free YMCA membership and free childcare while you work. Find your passion, find your why in a career at fcymca.org.
We will be perfect.
Training camp.
You drop a pass, you run a mile.
Nobody covers camp like 1010XL. Get daily training camp coverage brought to you by Roland Reach Plumbing and Kingfish Pest Control.
Perfection
on 1010XL.
Hicken here. Brace for hurricane season with our friends at Rhino Shield. Their home exterior coatings withstand 96-mile-per-hour wind-driven rains, keeping your home safe and dry. Rhino Shield's advanced ceramic technology also helps keep your home cooler and reduces your energy bill. This summer, take advantage of their 30% off, 0% interest financing offer, plus a 25-year warranty. Call Rhino Shield, 414-4868. That's 414-4868 for a free estimate, or visit rhinoshieldjax.com. That's rhinoshieldjax.com.
Did you know a metal roof from Prime Roofing has the highest wind and impact ratings available? If you want a stronger roof, think metal. Think Prime Roofing. Learn more at primeroofingfl.com. That's primeroofingfl.com.
Hey, it's Tony from Tony D's Pizza. If you love our pizza and pasta dishes, let us cater an event for you. Family function or office parties, we can deliver you an amazing Italian meal. Remember, it's not just pizza at Tony D's. Bay Meadows in 295.
Vegas, baby. This is Taylor Dahl from Helmets and Heels, and we're sending one lucky listener to Circa Resort and Casino this December. Win a free 3-night stay with $200 food and beverage credit, plus a daybed at Stadium Swim. With 6 temperature-controlled pools and a massive 143-foot screen at Circa, you'll huddle up with the Heels at the Overhang Bar for our pregame tailgates on Friday with drink specials and giveaways. For a chance to win this all-in package to Circa with Helmets and Heels, enter at 1010XL.com/Vegas.
And if you've already booked your flight to Vegas for the big game and are still searching for accommodations, Circa Resort and Casino has a special rate just for Jacksonville fans. Mia here, and for just $500, get a 3-night stay at Circa, $200 in food and beverage credit, plus a day bed at Stadium Swim. With 6 temperature-controlled pools and a massive screen, it's the world's largest hot tub party. The all-in package is only available till August 30th, so act now. Book and join the Heels in Vegas. Visit CircaLasVegas.com today.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Really excited. Yeah. Obviously first kid, so that's exciting. And then having a girl, it's new territory. So we're really excited doing January. So it's the last training camp without a baby. So I'm going to enjoy the more calmness that there is now, I'm sure, than what it'll be like next year. But no, we're really pumped and excited for our first kid.
Wow. Gosh, fast forward, Jags go, 12-5. They're in great shape for the playoff. They've got the they've got their playoff opener here coming up on January 14th. And, well, the Lawrences are due on, the 13th. Oops.
Yeah, he was asked about that. Here it is real quick.
We'll make it work. Not everything always goes according to plan.
Yeah, I believe that. I mean, I don't know. We talked about this when we first learned that she was pregnant, and the timeline, looked like it would be, it is going to be during the season at some point. And, how do you approach that? And, different strokes for different folks. And, I wonder if the situation wouldn't matter. Not unlike if you're a golfer and you got a major, then maybe you're there to the last second. If you're playing the, with all due respect, John Deere Classic, I'll be home. I don't have that option when it comes. And listen, make no mistake, the Jaguars plan to be playing football in January. I mean, not hope to, not think they can, not if they have breaks, plan to be playing in the postseason.
It is fun kind of being the overlooked team, and you do kind of enjoy that, and you want to prove people wrong. But hopefully moving forward, there's a lot of people saying that we're good or we're great or whatever, saying good things, and that'll be another challenge of ignoring that, because that means we had a good year and we did what we were supposed to do. So obviously that's not where we're at coming into this season, but it doesn't really matter. It's just a different set of challenges. But yeah, I think it is nice kind of having that, getting overlooked a little bit.
Again, you got to put it on like Turbo Blast here to get this new defensive system all in play. Listen, they've already had the install. Hopefully guys are studying during these down times. I mean, the quicker you can get up to pace, that is a tough assignment week one with a new defense, a new coordinator, new pieces. That's a tough assignment, man. Miami has a way of lighting people up early in the year too, don't they? Doesn't it feel like every year early in the season the Dolphins have some 50-point game at home? Didn't they score 70 against the Broncos?
Yeah, they did.
I mean, oof. That's a tough one. I'm not predicting some, scoring bonanza. Don't get me wrong. And, the Jags can keep pace. But that's a tough one right out of the gate. And we got a lot to improve, a lot to learn. Training camp's certainly important. Doesn't mean you'll go out there with your naked eye, see where improvement is coming and what needs to. The coaches certainly can. And here's what Doug Peterson expects in his new defensive coordinator, Ryan Nielsen.
I think, one, there's excitement around Ryan and what he's brought, to the defense and how he's going to utilize the players defensively. I think you'll see, when you're out there, just, the excitement. It's an attack style of defense. Guys are moving forward. I think it just suits the players, right? And I think the players have really bought into that. And you're going to see a lot of teaching, a lot of coaching, by not just by Ryan but his entire staff, both sides of the ball, special teams. And today's day one, and it just goes from here.
Well, what do the players think about that? Antonio Johnson, young safety. Listen to part of the narrative here this offseason, in line for a lot more responsibility and playing time this year.
I just feel like everything's going to be very detailed. Everything, he came in very detailed, oriented, and with energy. Everything, you're going to see us play with a lot of energy, and we're going to have fun. And, yeah, we're going to make a lot of plays this year. That's what you can expect.
It's a young secondary. You can make yourself get excited. I think they like what they've seen out of Johnson. Now this year, we've forced into a lot of time, right? A lot of exposure comes with that. We'll see. Jarian Jones has been one of the real stories of this offseason. I think of all the first-year players, and again, for what it's worth, but through the rookie minicamp and the on-field OTAs, and now yesterday, first day of camp, flashing and making plays. He's going to fit into there. Darnell Savage, you'll hear from here in just a second. He's part of it. And there's Andre Sisco, whose game needs to go to another level, both on the field and as a leader on this team.
I think just being able to be more vocal, be a little bit more outspoken, and opportunities just like even going into today, just taking an opportunity to stand up in front of the group and say, this is the expectation, this is how we're going to do it, and let's do it our way. You know what I mean? Like, I think a lot of times you get caught up in what you've seen and trying to mimic that, but let's do it our way. And so, one of the things we're going to be is just transparent with each other. We're going to talk a lot. We're going to have times, just in the hotel, we all going to get together and just talk and talk about the things that we need to do on the field during the day. But you only get so much time out here, so let's gel as a group. Let's allow guys that even don't make the team to grow during this time.
All right, you'd rather have a great player than an average player from a great team. But if you can get a good player from a great team, there are some advantages that come along with that. And when we really think about what the Jaguars did in free agency, right? Think about who they got. Projected starters are at least a lot of playing time. Ronald Darby, a corner. Where'd he come from? Ravens, right? Eric Armstead, defensive line. Where'd he come from? 49ers. Darnell Savage. Where'd he come from? Packers. Mitch Morse. Where'd he come from? Buffalo. Good players. Been on good teams. Around other good players. With season expectations sky high, year in, year out. So some of that culture comes into your locker room. Here's Savage on what he brings to the team, not just from his skill set, but from his experience with Green Bay.
Just show them what we learned when we were, at where we were at, and just bring that same energy and that same vibe that, we've experienced in these other places, I think we have a special team here, and I think this is a special place, I think there's a lot in store for us here in the future, so we're just all excited to be here and just come together and just get to work.
Mitch Morse has that resume trait. On the offensive side of the ball, boy, Morse has had some very talented young hands underneath his buttocks, hasn't he? He goes from Josh Allen to Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor's immensely talented, brings his own set of skills, has a competitive attitude about him, knows exactly what he wants, is not afraid to hold people accountable, but constructively. I think that's a huge thing. It's easy to yell at guys. What's that going to do? You'd rather be constructive, because everyone's their own biggest critic. So he's so constructive and builds everyone up around him and has great relationships with everyone, so it's easy to go to battle with that guy. All right,
100 yards of coverage each and every day here on 1010XL, from the workouts to the press conferences to the preseason trips and games, all the way through to the finale, hopefully. Dare to dream in the Super Bowl. So we shall see. All right, let's take a quick timeout. There you go. There's your camp chatter, all bundled up nice for you. Going to come back with more from the Canes at ACC Media Day. Also a football fix, man. It's that time of year. There's lots of news from around the National Football League, with camps really, I think, open for just about everybody now. It's Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday. You're listening to The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
This is Brent Musburger's VSIN Action Update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Tony Finau tees off today as the 11-1 favorite with a 3M Open at TPC Twin Cities. Sam Burns 18-1. The Senior Open Championship gets underway today at Carnoustie. Patrick Harrington, the plus 350 pre-tournament favorite. Chris Sale on the mound for the Braves today as they look to end a 4-game losing streak. Sale 13-3, a 2.70 ERA, and the favorite to a National League Cy Young. The Braves a $1.30 road favorite. Mets plus 110 with Luis Severino on the mound, 7.5 flat the total. Rays and Blue Jays at Rogers Center in Toronto. Both teams minus 110 to the money line. The total 8 shaded to the under. Save with Progressive. Progressive.com. Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
Hun, the drain really smells.
Yeah, wow, it does.
I think it's getting backed up. What should we do? Did you just quack like a duck?
Yes, I did.
Duck Rooter, your plumbing pros in Northeast Florida. Need help with a plumbing issue at your home or business? Just call the Duck.
When you're stuck, call the Duck. 904-862-6769.
All right, let me just tell you how it's went, how personal and business can intertwine for you in some cases. So I'm sitting around, I get a call from a friend. This is, man, I got to introduce you to my doctor. Your people need to hear about my doctor. He said, do you have a doctor? I said, well, actually, no, you don't. I don't. There's something I need to do, and for a lot of reasons, just from your day-to-day personal health, and in this case, much, much more with Integra Concierge Medicine. So I set up an appointment. I go meet with Dr. Paul Bousset. I hear what he's got to say. He takes me through everything that's there and that they do, from their hormone replacement therapy to everything from A to Z, right? Decide, you know what? Yeah, I'd like to be better. I'd like to be more efficient. I'd like to have more of this, that, or the other. We go through the process, get some blood work done, sit down, make some adjustments, and voila, you're on your way to the best you, no matter what age you're at, no matter where you stand right now, for a variety of factors. So call Integra Concierge Medicine, 619-3609.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Get this thing unwrapped here.
Duval! Praz, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, man. I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. Johns County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Dailies Dash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce, tomato, crispy and fresh, like me. I'm sure there's a Dailies Dash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course.
Oven roasted beef, Munster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it!" and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Dailies Dash sandwich or sub for you.
Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Dailies Dash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
Save money while beautifying your home with Renewal by Andersen with their energy-efficient, custom-built replacement windows and doors. Their exclusive Fibrex product is chic, tough, easy to maintain, and twice as strong as vinyl. Right now, buy 4 windows or patio doors and get the 5th free, plus 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months. Restrictions apply. Renewal by Andersen, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit rbafla.com for details.
License number CGC 1527613.
Right now, you may be running a little late, or feeling stressed, or overwhelmed, and you may be going a bit over the speed limit. So to help you relax, exhale. Ease up on the gas. You'll get there when you get there. Take a moment to just chill. This little break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
Hey, Hicken here from our friends at GolfTeeRepair.com. Of course we don't fix golf tees. Come on, man. We just want you to have some fun around the game we all love. Golf Tee Repair, Jacksonville company, makes affordable golf wear for Jacksonville dudes who love to play. I'm talking about polos, T-shirts, hats, hoodies. You got to see it to believe it. GolfTeeRepair.com, that's the site. All natural materials made from bamboo, comfortable, breathable clothing. GolfDreamRepair.com. Perfect to wear this summer and into September when you're football game bound. Be comfortable in the heat. And by the way, go to GolfDreamRepair.com right now. Look at all the merch. Whatever you purchase, just go to the promo code DRILL50. 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 Boom, 50% off. 50% off, man. And don't forget to check out our repair kits. Perfect for your golf bags. GolfTeamRepair.com. You'll have some fun. You'll look good. You'll feel good. Terrific forever.
Kicking off a new college football season. ACC kickoff in Charlotte. Hear what the players and coaches have to say. Brought to you by
Salvatore's Pizza at Tapestry Park.
and the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local Union 234. Catch up or listen again
At 1010XL.com.
Now that's what I call high quality H2O. If you want high quality water throughout your home, call your local water boy. We install equipment to solve any water problem. WaterboyJax.com.
Integrity, persistence, and standing up for victims. It's what you want in a personal injury case, and what my friend and lawyer Glenn Cohen brings to every case for over 40 years. Call Glenn at Barnes, Cohen, and Sullivan.
It's the coolest week to save during the summer fan sale at First Coast Lighting and Fans. Buy one fan, save 10%. Buy two, save 15%. Buy three or more and save 20% off all fans at First Coast Lighting and Fans. Showroom near the Avenues.
I'm Taylor Rose with our Remedy Staffing Westside office off of Normandy Boulevard. We are helping great people find great jobs. Remedy has helped some of the best employers in Jacksonville find talented job seekers like you for over 25 years. Our current job openings range from entry-level distribution center pickers to equipment operators. Apply today at remedygoodjobs.com. Don't wait. Apply at remedygoodjobs.com now.
Hey Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
International soccer returns this summer. Don't miss Premier League clubs, Wolves and West Ham in Jacksonville for the Stateside Cup, July 27th at Everbank Stadium. Tickets as low as $35 at statesidecup.com.
It's time to fire up your grills, shoot off some fireworks, and launch one of the biggest sales in the history of the United States. It's our Independence Sale happening right now at Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet. Whether you drive a car, a truck, or an EV, everyone is welcome to celebrate our Independence Sale with the lowest prices, largest inventory, and the most love for our country. Come celebrate with Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville. You don't want to miss this.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
How you guys doing? I'm happy to be here. Glad to be a part of this great conference. Finally putting two great emblems together, UCLA and the Big Ten. We're a school that's won, 123 championships, so this fits us being right in this conference. Football-wise, we're just excited. I'm sure you guys don't know too much about UCLA, but our football program, but we're in LA.
Deshaun Foster, UCLA head coach. Big Ten Media.
Us and USC.
Both are there in LA. Oof.
We
abort. Any questions?
He starts laughing. Why are you laughing?
Because he's nervous. He's lost right now. It's still a pause.
Excited, really. That's it.
That's it. I'm excited.
Yeah. I mean, that is the nervous, quiet disquiet at the Big Ten Media Days yesterday. Deshaun Foster, first-year coach for UCLA. Chip Kelly kind of stuck it to him, right? Didn't Chip Kelly step down in the middle of, the offseason? March or, somewhere.
Took the OC job at Ohio State.
Chip Kelly, thank you. You leave a head coaching job in the Big Ten to be an offensive coordinator. Strange decisions sometimes that are made. Let's take you over to the ACC. I talked about Miami. They met the media today. ACC kickoff their media day tour ends today. Clemson meets the media today, the other of the three big boys, maybe 3.5 if you include Louisville. Although watching FSU just kind of shut them down without just about all their offensive firepower at quarterback was, maybe alarming if you're pondering Louisville as a national contender, so to speak. But you had FSU meet and talk earlier in the week. And Clemson going today. Well, we had Miami yesterday, and I told you ESPN lists the top 16 by the odds, this top 16 programs odds to win the national title. And the ACC has 3 teams in there. All 3 of those teams fall into it. Some, given better odds than others. FSU, I think, was 30-1. Miami and Clemson both 40-1. But, yeah, the Canes, Mario Cristobal, their list of ifs includes 2 guys you're going to hear from. And this is a big if. If Mario Cristobal has taken a game management course. And then they say, in terms of raw talent, Miami should be one of the 3 best teams in the ACC. In terms of raw talent, they shouldn't have been 12-13 the past 2 years. 1-5 record in one-score games against teams with winning records. Cristobal's natural conservatism has not paid off enough, and they lost a game to basic math last year. This has got to improve. And also one of the ifs, if Cam Ward takes half a Jaden leap, and they're referencing there Jaden Daniels, who went from Arizona State in the Pac-12 to LSU, won a Heisman, and Cam Ward transferred in from Washington State, threw for 7,000 yards in 2 years there. Probably one of the real catches in the transfer portal system this offseason. So, in Charlotte, yesterday we heard from both Cristobal and Ward, and Cristobal says his program is ready for ratcheted up expectations.
Football is process, right? People, systems, and culture. And that's what we're doing. So, and I guess I would answer it in the way that we have been working really hard to get to a point where our expectations for ourselves continue to grow. And we want those. We welcome those. And that's what we're looking forward to as we enter training camp for 2024.
A lot of people thought Cam Ward would go into the NFL draft. Ward, I think, started maybe Eastern Washington and then went to Washington State. He's got 1 year of eligibility left. And, the thought was he's certainly a pro prospect. We'll see where he stacks up. I've done myself a favor. I'm not looking ahead to next year's draft yet. Let's play some games. But I think Ward's name will certainly be in the mix in next year's draft. Which round that falls in, we'll see. But he was a much-needed addition to a Canes program that has just – what's happened, too, with Miami, I think there have been a lot of years where they've thought and believed that they had the right guy, and that guy's just never matured and developed into that guy. They've not had a superstar at the quarterback position in forever. Can Cam Ward be that guy? He explained yesterday why he chose Miami, in this case, perhaps over the National Football League.
That's probably one of the most stressful times of my life. Me, my dad, and my mom. Every day for me, my decision changed. I went into my parents' room. I told them one day I was going to this school. Next day I was going to the league. Next day I was going to Miami. So, if I had to do it all over again, I would. But I feel like the biggest thing for me was there was still food left on the table for me. I accomplished a lot of things at the FCS level. I haven't really accomplished things that I know I'm capable of doing at the Power 5 level. So, I feel like the NFL isn't going anywhere. And, I feel like God, he just put me in this position, be a Miami Hurricane. And I feel like it's been the best of both world since then.
All right, FSU Georgia Tech will kick off really the season August 24th in Dublin, and it's the Gators and the Canes, man. We're going to ratchet up the intensity right out of the gates when Florida and Miami kick off the season in the swamp. All right, before we get into the football fix, you guys said yesterday, you referenced it, and I hadn't actually seen it yet. Now that I have, what in TW? What is Joe Burrow doing? You know what Joe Burrow looks like? He looks like one of two things. He looks like a villain in an 80s action movie.
Yeah.
Or the lead singer of a punk rock band. He could be Billy Idol, or he could be Die Hard 5 villain at the top of a skyscraper. He is totally buzzed cut and bleach blonded his hair, and it looks off-putting. He looks He looks like Eminem. Like Slim Shady Eminem. That's who Joe Burrow looks like. It is a strange choice. Well, a little bit artistic. But yeah, just buzz cut, bleached blonde, 80s action villain, punk rock singing, Slim Shady rapping Joe Burrow. Fire up our band. We got a football fix. It's brought to you by the home course, Julington Creek Golf Club. My boys have caught the golf bug. I love it. They want to play all the dadgum time. But the home course certainly among one of their favorite stops. So tee it high and let it fly and enjoy the value savings service you get at the home course, the Julington Creek Golf Club. Things getting chippy quick, man. Quick. Chiefs had a big hit there. Had to separate the squads. Derek Stingley Jr. in Texans camp ignited a team fight in Texans camp. So, Chiefs are brawling. The Texans are brawling. Tempers are flaring already. Probably doesn't help that training camp is at I don't care where you are right now, the potential for this is way too hot training camp exists. See the Jags 1995 camp when they went to escape the heat to Stevens Point, Wisconsin, where that region was hit with like literally, not embellished, like an all-time heat wave. Like all-time record heat for the specific days that the Jaguars were there. I told you that the Ravens had to send Lamar Jackson home with an illness. He's pretty sick. Came back, tried to go yesterday, went about an hour, and had to leave the field again. Of course, the colds and flus and viruses. He said, don't get you too scared when it comes to an injury report. We are still in July, after all. More headlines. It's a holdout now for offensive tackle Trent Williams in San Francisco. Maybe not an extension, but a reworking of his deal is probably going to be in the offing. Boy, it's one thing about having all those stars is keeping them all paid and happy. And if you're the 49ers are doing it right, though. They are maximizing the value of that cheap as dirt quarterback that they took with the last pick of the 7th round. And Brock Purdy's still down there making, $1 million. You can try and keep it together. Try and win a Super Bowl. Are they going to run out of patience with Mike Shanahan? Or Kyle Shanahan, I should say. Not his dad. With Kyle Shanahan, will they? You knock on that door enough times and, people start to wonder. But Williams holding out now. The thought is they'll get it done. They've got an unhappy receiver in Brandon Ayuk, and they've got mondo paychecks going out to Debo, McCaffrey, Bosa, Warner. They pay guys, man. They paid their stars. At the end of the day, it's your ceiling every year is way dependent on the level of your core and their stars. And we've talked this week about the Jags core here now. It starts to be established by who you're paying and locking up to keep around. And so that's Josh Hines Allen, it's Trevor Lawrence, and it's Tyson Campbell. Yeah, we got Christian McCaffrey and Debo and Bosa and Warner over there. Oopsie. Got one of their guys, I guess, though, in Armstead. Injuries hitting a few places. The Vikings lost a cornerback yesterday to an ACL, Mekhi Blackman. Here in Jacksonville, not a ton to report on the injury side, right? Eric Armstead's going to come out slow. Yesterday, the defense seemed a little ahead of the offense, which I would always consider good news. But we're talking about 7-on-7, red zone type workouts, hardly the full gamut. Hicken Arrival and more come your way next. You're listening to The Drill. That's a football fix brought to you by the home course, the Julington Creek Golf Club.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
It couldn't be any happier to be part of the George Moore Chevrolet family. And when I say family, that's what I'm talking about. That's how they'll treat you when you visit that beautiful showroom off Atlantic Boulevard. You'll find out exactly what I'm talking about. There's no pressure there. Just friendly help, man. You know me, I got my boy Blue, the beautiful blue Silverado. But if you want a car or an SUV, if you want electric, if you want pre-owned, George Moore Chevrolet has those as well. And if you can't make it over to Atlantic Boulevard, don't worry. Just go morechevy.com. That's Moore Chevy.com. Easy to navigate, right? It has all the vehicles, sales, service, parts. Never been more easy to use. George Moore Chevrolet, gang. Together, let's drive.
This is where the action is.
Go, go, go!
Making things happen so you're never in the dark. 1010XL. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Yo, E to the T here, and we've all been there before. A weekend trip to the casino? Canceled because real life came calling. MyBookie's new and improved online casino is here to change the game. Dive into a truly realistic casino experience featuring the latest in slots, progressive jackpots, and live dealer action. All from the comfort of the crib, my boy. I love the live casino. Just go to MyBookie and click Live Casino at the top. You'll find the dealers ready to spin just like you're at the casino. The MyBookie Casino provides a Las Vegas experience with the actions in your hands, and you don't even need to wear pants, my guy. Start at MyBookie today with a generous sign-up bonus using promo code 1010XL and a revamped loyalty program that'll ensure the host an exclusive VIP perk. So sign up and hit the casino with promo code 1010XL. The more you play, the more you win. Only with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
Hey, we're certainly facing interesting economic times. I can't speak for all of us, but for me, it's comforting to know my money's in good hands with my guys at ITP Partners. Jacksonville guys taking care of my Jacksonville money, gang. I'm not an expert when it comes to investing, 401ks versus SEP IRAs. What do? Well, I ask the experts. The experts are the ITP Partners. How do I know they're experts? Because my money is growing and growing and growing as I move closer to retirement. And that is Jeff Hartman. That is Chris Bryan. That is Reagan Wright. That is Dan Abel. That is Reed Wingate. Those are my ITP partners, and 3 generations of Hickens invest with our friends at ITP Partners, including my son, Drew. And it ain't cookie cutter stuff. They listen. They give us individualized strategies. Our goals are their priority. So it's a great time. If you're not doing anything right now, get in the game. Let someone else do it for you. ITP Partners are always there to help. You need info, Chris at ITPPartners.com or call 312-9751, 312-9751. ITP Partners, my financial partners for life.
Hey folks, it's Jennifer Marion. Randy Marion Cadillac is the pinnacle of luxury in the First Coast area.
And guess what? We've got the all-new Cadillac Lyriq with $16,000 off MSRP.
That's right. You pick the color and drive away today in ultimate style.
Experience the future of driving with the Cadillac Lyriq. Electric, elegant, and exhilarating.
Visit us online at RandyMarionCadillacofJacksonville.com or come see us on Southside Boulevard, Jacksonville.
Don't miss out on this unbeatable deal. Plus tax tag title $8.99 admin fee and resist all.
Tell them Jennifer sent ya.
Prosser here. As you may or may not know by now, I did the research and decided to go with Jack's Concrete Coatings for my garage floor. OMG, as the kids would say. I can't begin to tell you how good it looks, how happy we are. We brag on it anytime someone walks in the garage. They finished in one day with a lifetime warranty. That's right. As the certified Pintech dealer for North Florida, the only company offering pure polyurea, I can't wait to do my patio deck next. Call 862-2000. That's the number, 862-2000 or jacksconcretecoatings.com.
Hey, Hicken here, or just call me Danny Dreamfinders. For a limited time, on select move-in ready homes, Dreamfinders Homes is offering an amazing 3.99% interest rate in year one of your mortgage. Now is your chance to lock down the rate. You heard me right. 3.99% offer in year one. Visit DreamfindersHomes.com for sales event information and get in the game. Interest rate available on select move-in ready homes. Restrictions and limitations apply. Go to DreamfindersHomes.com for more details.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
Enjoy the thrill of the grill at John Smith Subs with specialty subs like the Steak Bomb, the Gator, plus a full lineup of cold and hot deli subs, including the best Cuban and Duval. Bring your big mouth to John Smith Subs on Hodges and JTB.
Good people drink good beer, and great people drink Mocama, a refined craft brewery out of Fernandina Beach, Florida. Mocama Beer Company brings sophisticated flagship beers, including Cosmico IPA and Dune Garden Lager, to the greater Jacksonville area. Whether you're hitting the water with friends or enjoying a backyard barbecue, Mocama has the perfect beer for your summer activities. Look for us wherever great beers are sold and find your Mocama.
Looking for a new or used firearm? Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach will get you locked and loaded. New firearms coming in weekly and always looking for used guns. No lines and no waiting. Online at beachesjewelryandpawn.com.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry, this free examination, normally $199, is yours for free and good only through Sunday. For your free examination, call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Call now.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. Yesterday, the Jaguars opened training camp. Head coach Doug Peterson commented on the team's commitment to its young homegrown drafted players.
I think it shows a commitment from the organization. The guys that have been drafted here can be here long term, and I think that's a great message for a lot of the young players.
Jag QB Trevor Lawrence headed into training camp with his new deal and a system he was familiar with.
Having the same system now for the third year, that feels good. You know, some guys are in different systems every year, and that's tough. So it feels good being able to carry things over, and also in the offseason you can work on.
FSU football head coach Mike Norvell provided insight on his expectations after yesterday's kickoff of fall camp practice.
I want to see communication. I want to see alignment. I want to see guys being able to work to execute with tempo.
That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
It's 78 degrees at 7 o'clock. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
You know it! Yes, sir! Woo! Yeah! Thursday, day 2 of training camp, all around the NFL. You know what it's like, Jeff?
What's it like, Dan?
It's like, it's kind of like, I'll let Jim Harbaugh tell you what it's like. Jim, are you there?
The way it feels, feels like New Year's Day, feels like being born. Feels like coming out of the womb, It's like you're in there and it's comfortable and it's safe and now you're out, you're born, lights are on. It's bright, you got chaos, people looking at you, people talking at you, and just feels good to have it happen.
Oh, it's going to be a delight. It's going to be a delight.
He's in the perfect spot, California.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just he's get a handful of grape nuts and go out to the practice field.
Oh, he's going to be great in the NFL.
Watch your boys. Brought to you by Tesla. The whole thing.
It's going to be terrific.
I don't know what's going on in the NFL. It's just wacky all over right now.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, there's that hard. That's just bizarre coach speak. I mean, really think about what we just heard. An NFL coach.
Yeah.
Walked onto the field.
Yeah.
Because that's where that happened, by the way. And was like standing on the, talking on the side and is asked about the season and then proceeds to use words like womb. Has womb ever appeared in a coach's press conference before yesterday?
I would say no.
Yeah.
I would say womb is new to press conferences.
So that thing was weird. And then there's like, I just don't, what are players going for? Like sometimes, or people in general with certain looks? Ladies and gentlemen, starting at quarterback, Joe Burrow. What does that do, my man? He's like part Billy Idol, part Slim Shady Eminem, part 80s action film villain.
Yeah.
All I know is this. Joe Burrow, with that haircut, needs to every day show on with the white tank top undershirt. There is no other way to arrive at the facility every day with that haircut than in a white tank top undershirt.
Yeah.
Some people call him a WB back in the day. I'm not sure that's still appropriate. We've done very well to ride the wave of appropriate now for decades. It's hard to do. The whims and whimsical nature of society.
Yes. I was just looking at 3 minutes ago, the Jaguars introducing our shell white alternate helmets.
I saw that. I like those.
I like those.
Yeah.
Those are fresh.
Yeah.
Those are fire.
He's fire, he says. This is basically, if you ever go down that wormhole online, and I do this, of the alternate helmets that some dude, they'll come up with the artwork for alternate helmets for all teams.
Yeah.
And they're never official. It's not like the team is going to go on. It's just somebody's dalliance.
Yeah.
That's kind of what they always come up with the Jags. Some sort of, it's got a white look. It's got a teal face mask, no?
No.
No.
It's white with the big Jag on it.
Let me take a look. It looks just like the black, only it's white.
Yeah. Terrific. I dig it. I'm all for it.
Fire.
It's fire. Fire. It's great. There it is.
Teal? What are you talking about?
That ain't teal.
It is.
Oh.
I don't know.
I don't.
Looks good, man.
Yeah.
When do they wear those?
I don't know.
Every day, I say.
Tomorrow.
Wear them now.
Put them on.
From the bed.
Wear them. Yeah, those look good.
Yeah. We're due for a little bit of a flare, right? I mean, we don't hardly ever do anything. Our flares, let's go all black. Ooh, wee.
Hold on, I'm tweeting.
Yeah, I see that. You got to have priorities. I get it.
Our Dreamfinders Homes poll question of the day, brought to you by Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars, who are in 20-plus Jacksonville communities in the best locations. Get off the sidelines and into the game. Dreamfinders will help you navigate your home purchase and offer great interest rates. DreamfindersHomes.com. For the Jaguars to win the AFC South.
Vikings game.
Okay.
I'm told on the text line.
Thank you, Googans. For the Jaguars to win the AFC South.
Yes.
Trevor Lawrence must throw 30 touchdown passes, limit turnovers 10 and under, 4 fourth-quarter comebacks, or go 5-1 in the division. For the Jaguars to win the AFC South, what must Trevor Lawrence do?
It's one of the last two. I think the sneaky one there. What was the third one?
Third one was 4 fourth-quarter comebacks.
That's the sneaky one. Because if you're winning, the games all come down to the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
So if you've got 4 fourth-quarter comebacks and then you can have another 7 or 8 games you're leading, I think that should be. I think that's going to be low. I think that's like sneaky under the radar should be higher if it's not already.
It's barely a blip on the screen. 1.8%.
So I completely, totally, accurately identified that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a sneaky bigger stat than people are giving it credit. I'm going to say they go turnovers. Everyone's on Trevor in the turnovers.
They are barely 41.5 limit turnovers.
Okay.
Go 5-1 in the division, 39.7.
We were 4-2 last year and it didn't work. Maybe 5-1 may have though.
Yeah, 16.9.
It would have.
Throw 30 touchdown passes, 1.8%.
5-1 last year. You know what? I can, again, apply some analytics. 5-1 last year in the division, and you do win the division.
Yeah.
Because you would have either beaten Houston here.
Or Tennessee.
Or you would have won Tennessee, a game that puts you in. So, 5-1 would have done it last year.
Yeah, we have 300 votes. You can vote at Dan Hicken. Gibby will post it as well on the social media sites. And Dreamfinders Homes offering an amazing 3.99% interest rate in year one of your mortgage. Go to dreamfindershomes.com for more details.
Shouldn't 30 touchdowns be a layup for Trevor?
Yeah, if he plays all year.
Yeah, when you're 17 games, I guess it should.
Yeah.
You know?
What
Although 30 is... How many quarterbacks threw 30 last year?
It's funny you say that. I looked at that, and you go ahead and look it up. It wasn't as many. It was like 15, I think.
Is it 15?
I think there were 13 to 15. Or
I would have went lower. But...
I could be wrong. I may have been looking at a yardage mark that I thought was higher. So yeah, don't quote me on that. But it was. There was a category I looked, and I was like, oh, that went a little deeper. But I could have been looking at a QB rating. I don't remember what it was. One of these days of the off-season of lists, it'll bombard you.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That's it, huh?
Just 4?
4.
Well, then, that's not fair or standard at all.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. For some reason, it felt that way. I don't know why.
I think if you go 17 to 30, you got
So here's a good question. The
1.5 a game gets you 30.
The 4 last, and I don't think Mahomes was one of the 4.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah.
He threw 27.
Dak threw 36. Jordan Love threw 32. Brock Purdy 31, and Jared Goff 30. Now Allen and Tua were 29. Mayfield 28. Mahomes 27.
Yeah. Well, what about the 4 who did throw 30?
Dak, Love, Purdy, Goff.
Yeah.
Playoffs.
But like Trevor had 21 last year. Don't we have to bump that up?
Yeah, for sure. But he also missed, time last year but
healthy he should.
That is a bit. I think that teams still gain as many or more yards than ever in the past game. But clearly the past touchdowns are a different story.
Boy, I tell you what, Russell Wilson statistically wasn't bad last year. My question is,
what was he like a low interception number? Like
26 and 8.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Threw for 3,000 yards, 98 rating.
Yeah.
My question is, do the Steelers, if he plays like that for the Steelers, are the Steelers successful?
Probably.
Yeah, I mean, because Denver wasn't good enough, but Pittsburgh is good enough.
I did see Pittsburgh has the longest odds by a lot to win that division. That surprised me a little bit. They're such a
Cleveland has better odds?
Yeah. Cleveland, I think, is 5.5 to 1. They were 8 to 1.
Would you take Pittsburgh or Cleveland to have a better record?
Pittsburgh.
Yeah. That's just DNA on that.
100%. Plus, I mean, it's really amazing
because they were frustrated with Russell Wilson in Denver last year, right? Because he took a lot of the short throws and he wouldn't.
They've been frustrated since he got there.
I know, but I thought that year, last year with Peyton, and he was better, but was he good enough? And obviously he wasn't. But I wonder if he plays like that in Pittsburgh, if the Steelers will be successful as a team.
It is interesting that he separated from Fields real quick. It feels like.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's the guy, but you also feel like it's a short lease. And the last few places that, it feels like, I don't know. It doesn't feel like Russ is going to have the job all year. He's all great this time of year, right? He's a CEO, man. He's a cleaner. He's a fixer. He can come into your franchise and make you feel real good and optimistic real quick.
Yeah.
Professional, smart, good-looking, well-spoken, proven resume. He'll make you feel like, I was your missing piece. Let's roll. Let's ride. And then, like in Denver had the same thoughts about Russell Wilson that the Steelers do now. Only they gave up a lot more. But, right? Denver went to get Russell Wilson because that's what they were Russell Wilson away from competing.
That was the big,
right.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the big one. Big one. So.
Did you see, I mean, this is from the text line, but did you see supposedly, I'm going to laugh because it ends up, you'll know at the end. I'll chuckle. I don't even mean to laugh, but supposedly a fan with cancer asked Joe Burrow to shave his head in solidarity, and after he did it, the fan said, "Ha, I'm really a Ravens fan, and I just wanted to troll you." So he bleached it.
Well, if he did, good for him.
If you wonder why anyone never does anything again for anyone, there you go. That guy. If that's true, I'm just...
Yeah.
Anyway, doesn't surprise me.
If there is that guy needs to get whacked upside the head.
Hard.
Or just take him out to a Bengals practice and let one of the offensive linemen throw him around like a rag doll for 10 minutes.
Too many men in this country never been punched in the face.
Oof.
Grew up
kind of hurts,
covered and protected, and don't know the consequences of that smart A mouth.
I am flying high this morning after sweeping the Yankees.
Yeah, I know.
And unfortunately for us, anyone but Chris Sale today, but today we get Chris Sale.
Can I ask you guys? I'm going to ask you a serious question. You're a good enough baseball fan.
Yeah.
Gibby, this is going to be probably outside of your purvey.
Did you watch the first inning of your game yesterday?
Of course
did you
I
start?
did, yes.
What was the Zach Short?
It just came out of his hand, I guess. I don't know. We're the Bad News Braves.
Yeah, bad news.
And I got Murphy. The Murphy-Prosser friendship, tenuous as it is at an all-time low right now.
Why did he send you
I
something?
don't play the get taunted game. It's not funny to me.
What
when stuff's going bad.
He say you a note?
Oh, the team meeting really worked. Ha, 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 and the emojis. I don't play that. Grumpy face. Yeah, no, I'm in DEF CON here. This ain't laughy, ha, ha. This is, again, another proof that we care more than the players. That he can come from that position, or as I'm dying here, bro. I'm laying in the ditch dying, and he's whizzing on me with emojis. I'm going to ask you a question, Dan, and again, Gibby, you born in the 90s?
Yeah, 90.
Yeah, this is the season I'm about to throw you precedes your birth line. So it doesn't. I'm going to ask you, Dan, to honestly tell me.
Yeah.
You got a game today.
Yeah.
Which of these two lineups would you take?
Okay.
Lineup 1.
Okay.
Jared Kelenic. Nacho Alvarez.
That's nacho cheese.
Marcell Ozuna. Matt Olson.
Okay.
Adam Duvall. Eddie Rosario, Orlando Arcia, Zach Short.
Okay.
Okay?
Lineup
or would
2.
you take this lineup? Ron Gant, Andres Thomas, remember him, shortstop back in the day? Maybe not. Gerald Perry.
Remember him.
Dale Murphy.
Okay.
Jim Morrison.
The Doors.
Straight from the Doors.
Wow.
Went 1 for 4 this night against your Mets.
Attaboy, Jimmy.
Gary Renicky.
Gary Renicky.
Ozzie Virgil, and Jerry Royster. Is there significant differences in those two lineups?
Not a lot.
There's not significant. Okay, do you want me to read the batting averages associated with each lineup?
No.
Yeah, because
I hear you.
The 88, this is the 1988 Braves. They went 54 and 108.
Oh, boy.
The worst of the 80s Braves went 54 and 108. I would suggest to you that lineup, that 54-win lineup, is better than the one that's going out and embarrassing themselves tonight.
Did you not mention Riley?
Riley who?
Austin Riley in the other
He's
line.
out. Well, he's on paternity leave, so he wasn't in the lineup yesterday.
Is he back today?
I hope so.
I take the weekend
If
off,
he takes what Trevor, I hope Trevor doesn't employ this in January when it comes due.
Can we keep Austin with the wife and the baby?
Yeah, I don't know.
A couple days?
It's hard. We've talked about this before. Daniel chose that path. We were okay with him.
Yeah. I'm okay with it.
Yeah. Well, of course you are, but I'm just saying from a competitive standpoint. But I didn't know, I didn't know how long. It's a second. Come on, it's your second child. It's like the pacifier. You pick it up off the ground, you spit in the mouth. No more boiling it.
It doesn't say if he's missing the weekend in New York.
It just says, he better go to New York.
I'd like to see him just kind of.
He exited the game on Monday. She went into labor.
He'll be back.
He'll
be back. All right, let's do this. We'll be back as well after this. We got a lot to do today. It's a 10-minute drill just around the corner. That includes a prize pack, so you want to stay tuned for that. It's a busy Thursday. Jags go on the practice field again. Get after it. Training camp is underway here in Jacksonville, Florida. So a lot of Jaguar discussion as well. The Knowles go in less than a month now. I was down in Gainesville yesterday. I'll give you some concepts and rationalizations from the boys. We do our annual roundtable with Coach Spurrier, Chris Doring, friend of the program, and guest again this fall, and Shane Matthews. So we'll talk a little bit about that and more right here on The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam.
Hey, Hicken here for
my guy Matt Hinson. I want to talk to you about Matty Hinson. It's one of life's most important decisions. If you're 18 years or older, you just got married, you just got divorced, you have children, you want to take care of your family. Of course you do. Matt's the attorney. I'm not, but we have a question. Have you done your last will? Look, man, you work hard. You want to get your assets to the people that you love, your family. Planning helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes as well. Matt Hinson's your guy. He'll listen. He'll help you with some tough decisions. He'll provide you the info needed so you're at ease with your choice. It's a Hinson Law Firm. You got questions, reach out to Matty. He's got the answers. 904-527-1700. That's 527-1700. Offices in Jacksonville, Florida. Don't let the state decide your fate.
Expert Automotive is ready to keep you cool this summer. Right now, get an AC inspection or a system cooling checkup. Your choice for only $19.99. Their gift to you this summer is $50 off any service and a free tire rotation with any service. Their ASE certified technicians can keep your car cool without breaking the bank this summer. Call them at 374-3373 to get an appointment today. Expert Automotive. They never sell greed, only what you need.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry, this free examination, normally $199, is yours for free and good only through Sunday. For your free examination, call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Call now.
Does the building you go to work in every day need a little love and attention? Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Great companies take great care of the buildings their staff and customers walk into every day. If the building you're in doesn't match the vision you have for your company, we can help. Go to performance-painting.com. Our highly trained team makes the difference. Quality coatings applied with pride.
Performance Painting. Get wet with Captain Kevin. Whoa. And remember to bring your net on the Ring Power Fishing Forecast Show.
Oh, that's a beauty.
Brought to you by Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
Look at him.
Thursday nights at 6
on 1010XL AM.
Hey everybody, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods. Dandy subs and sandwiches. Look, we always want you to think about those great options as you're driving around Duval. But the beauty is, even as I'm dropping pounds, Dandy's got great options for me as well. Told you all about their protein packs, delicious salads that they have out there. They have fruit cups for on the go. You know what they have. Veggie snack trays. You can grab those on the go as well. Perfect, healthy snack. Dandy is the name to know when you're on the go. So stop into a Gate store anywhere around Duval and make yours a dandy, and do it today.
It's storm season, and JEA is committed to keeping you informed. In the event of a storm, we'll text and email you about the status of your services. We use Facebook and Twitter to post real-time updates. Our live outage map on JEA.com lets you track restoration progress. And as crews work to restore services, our storm outreach team will be in local neighborhoods to answer your questions. Because as your community utility, JEA is here to keep you safe and connected. Your community, your utility.
Now that's what I call high-quality H2O.
If you want high-quality water in your home at a fair price that won't scare you to death, then talk to someone who knows water and is not a pushy salesman. Contact your local water boy, Keith. I install premium equipment and can repair or even rebuild your existing system. In a business known for aggressive sales tactics, let me show you how my approach is different. If you've got any water problems, contact the water boy at waterboyjack.com.
Right now, you may be running a little late, or feeling stressed, or overwhelmed, and you may be going a bit over the speed limit. So to help you relax, exhale. Ease up on the gas. You'll get there when you get there. Take a moment to just chill. This little break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
Okay, men, if you're battling fatigue, chronic pain, waning sex drive, performance, any and all, they are fixable, I'm telling you. Doc Busey at Integra Concierge Medicine has the hormonal treatment to get you back to the good old days. Contact them today.
The Reggie Hunt Memorial Golf Classic fundraiser golf tournament is Friday, October 25th at Amelia River Golf Club. All proceeds support Big Brothers Big Sisters. Register at the Big Brothers Big Sisters events page.
When it comes to towing products, your safety on the road is the priority at Cannons of Jacksonville. Whether it's a heavy-duty tow hitch, trailer frame, wiring, gooseneck, tow bar, or any other towing accessory, Cannons has decades of experience to ensure your towing setup is installed with precision and reliability. Visit cannonsofjacks.com to explore a range of products and schedule your installation. Cannons of Jacksonville, your trusted partner for a smoother tow.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
Brought to you by Jack's Concrete Coatings.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
On 1010XL.
Sports concepts and rationalizations coming your way. We call it the 10-minute drill. The artist formerly known as E used to call it Razzle Dazzle at the end, which is a gift pack. We just call it a prize pack. Gibby, what are you handing out today at the end of the drill?
Well, the 10-minute drill, as always, is brought to you by our friends at Jack's Concrete Coatings.
Yes, it is. Thank you.
And we are giving away today lunch for two at Tropical Smoothie. So we'll be in touch with you on that at the end of this segment.
Gibby, can you tell me, I have a baseball question. You like baseball. You're good at these, so I'm going to give you one and one question only about baseball, and then I'll move back to talking about some football stuff. Can you tell me the only player in all of baseball in the last 2 seasons who has hit 50 home runs and stolen 50 bases? 50 home runs, 50 stolen bases.
Would that be your guy, Lindor?
Very good, Gibby. Very good.
All right.
Yes, that's...
I mean, you narrowed it down to like one guy, actually.
Well, the another guy would be Ohtani. Ohtani's probably really close to that.
Yeah, and Acuna can't do it because he's hurt.
Right.
Or he would have.
Yeah.
Are you sure he's... Oh, no.
It's pretty good for Lindor.
Yeah. MVP candidate, by the way.
Didn't make the All-Star game, unfortunately.
Got third best WAR in the National League right now.
Never win.
Third best WAR in the National League. Step aside, Shohei.
You have to bet at least 100. I'll give you 1,000 to 1. Only because of the competition. I mean, I had a guy last year who was on a historic pace and was trying to convince y'all.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
1,000 to 1.
Yeah.
If I bet you $100, would be $100,000.
Correct.
You're not giving me $100,000.
You're not winning the bet. So it
what if
matter.
I take the bet and win the bet?
Oof.
How would you pay that off?
It'd be a hard payment.
Because you can't give me $100,000. You wouldn't get. You can't.
I'd embezzle some money from here somewhere.
No, you wouldn't. Can't embezzle.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I'm not going to do it for $10.
Well, we can't make the bet then.
Well, what kind of odds will you get? What are his odds to win? And I'll double them.
I'll bet you.
Like in Vegas, what are his odds?
I'll bet you. I'll bet you $10 for 200.
I don't want $10. I got to get 100. What I got to give up for the hundo? I don't want $10. Like, give me $20. What's that going to do? What was I looking up, man? Odds.
You were looking up odds
to win National League MVP. Boom.
What happened to Lamar, man? He got sick yesterday. Only won an hour.
It's just me. Lamar always sick.
Well, they said that in the story.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. They said Lamar gets sick a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Ravens have had to deal with Jackson being ill in the past. Jackson has missed at least one practice in each of his 7 NFL seasons due to being sick.
Maybe he's got work fever. I don't need this. I got training camp flu, man.
I don't need this.
I'm the MVP, baby.
I'm MVP, dog.
Can't be the greatest of all time if you're always sick, though.
Well, that's a good point.
Right, Jimmy Harbaugh?
Johnny Harbaugh. Lamar had 24 touchdown passes last year.
We just had Jim on.
Didn't have a lot. Right? So.
These odds are 2 days ago. I mean, maybe I know he's had a good last couple of days. Didn't he homer twice in Miami, and then he's homered.
Yeah, he's got 21.
He was like more down at like the 7th favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Ohtani is.
I didn't say what favorite he was.
You said I thought you said he was third.
He's third in WAR.
Oh, okay. Ohtani is minus 400.
Mm-hmm.
You got to bet 400 to win 100.
Yeah.
And then you got Bryce Harper 4.5 to 1. That means you bet 100 to win 450 or 550 when you get your 100 back. And then Freddie Freeman's 20 to 1, De La Cruz 35 to 1, Ketel Marte 35 to 1, Marcell Ozuna 40 to 1, and Francisco Lindor 50 to 1.
I got right now, just sent to me. Thank you, Joe. Ohtani minus 549, Harper plus 440, Freddie plus 2,200, Francisco Lindor plus 3,200.
Yeah, so he's jumped up. This I did say this a couple days ago, and he's had 2 big days in a row. And the Mets have improved their standing too, so that helps as well.
By the way, there are still, I mean, again, no guarantees whatsoever about. There's a lot of teams that are in the wild card hunt in the National League. I mean. A lot of teams.
And ironically, the one most in the hunt isn't in the hunt at all.
The Padres are basically tied with the Cards. The Diamondbacks are a half game behind them. The Pirates are 1 game behind them. So there's 1, 2, 3 more
8
teams fighting for 6 spots, and the Reds are 4, and the Giants are 4.5.
There were 8 within like a couple of the final wild card spot. Maybe not the top wild card spot.
Yeah.
But the final wild card spot, there were like 8 teams within that realm.
Okay. I went down to Gainesville yesterday, went by Spurrier's, saw the head ball coach.
Went by his house. How'd you hang out on the porch?
Yeah, he just got back from a cruise.
That sounds like
a Barcelona cruise.
That age.
With Scotty,
was
the
he
triplets.
What is Spurrier, 76?
He's 70.
Same as Coffin. We just asked the other day how old is Coffin.
78.
78.
Pretty sure.
Same as my dad.
And he says he's still playing some golf. He doesn't move great. He's got the hip replacements and all that going on. So, but anyway, just, he told a great story about the trip. He says, in Italy, way to get off the bus, I had to go pee. They said, Coach, we need some money. You got to pay to pee in Italy. I said, I don't got any euros. I got a credit card. Guy behind me said, Coach, I'll handle this. I said, man, that's a great story for that guy. Hey, I paid for Coach Spurrier to take a pee.
I wonder if people, if Steve Spurrier goes, is he recognized? Like if Steve Spurrier is on a cruise in Greece.
Yes.
Americans, obviously.
Yes.
No Europeans would recognize him, but just so
think about it. When I came back from Park City and told you about Urban and ran into Urban.
But you're an Uber sports fan. I'm just talking about.
But there are Uber sports fans on vacation. They would recognize.
Right. Well, you've got a limited field here. How many Americans are you going to see if you go to Europe?
A lot.
No, I know. I don't think it's a small number. I've never been to Europe, and he's also on a cruise. 1,000.
I guarantee he gets noticed wherever he goes.
I'm wondering. I'm not trying to argue. I'm wondering what his percent, like his penetration percentage is. Like 1 out of how many would recognize Steve Spurrier?
Yeah, a great deal.
Yeah,
I mean, I think he would be very recognizable.
Well, if they do
for football people.
Okay,
but again, it does narrow. It does narrow the field.
Sure,
but I'm pretty sure wherever he goes, he gets recognized.
Yeah. So anyway, back to where is Spurrier on the let's talk turkey here. Where is he on the prospects of the season?
Here are my 3 guys. And we talked about the season a lot. We're going to drop this roundtable on the YouTube channel here in a few days. We do it every year. It's a lot of fun. For me, it's like a kid in a candy store.
We have to alert YouTube so they can prepare for the traffic.
I told
we got to wait a couple days.
I told Spurrier, I always try when I introduce the guys, and I introduced them yesterday because I wanted to remind folks that the Gators were once an elite program, and these guys were part of an elite program. But I went back to Spurrier's playing days, and I looked this up. He threw for 352 yards in the Sugar Bowl, lost to Missouri.
That was a weird game score-wise.
20-0 through 3. He said, yeah, we got behind. Coach said, go ahead and throw it, Steve. But Shane was talking about how he wished he played now. He'd throw for more yards. Shane threw for 9,287 yards. I only know this because it's on the top of my head. And he said, I would have thrown for more yards. In today's age, I said, well, speaking of that, Coach Spurrier was a quarterback in the 60s. They didn't throw for a lot of yards, but he threw for 352. They were all amazed at that. That's a lot of yards in the 60s, man, if you think about it. But they were down 20-0, and he said, one of the assistant coaches told Coach Graves 20-8 looks better than 20-7. So they went for 2 and didn't get
behind,
it.
Yeah.
And they scored again, and they went for 2 and didn't get it. It's 20-12. And they scored again and went for 2 and didn't get it. They lost 20-18. They scored 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter, but lost 20-18. And it was Florida's first appearance in the Sugar Bowl, in a major bowl, too. They won the Orange Bowl his Heisman year. But the interesting thing about that is I said, Coach, man, I go, you couldn't come up with a 2-point play that worked? And he goes, yeah, I threw 2, and we had Alan Trammell throw 1, and, none of them worked, and blah, blah, blah. But he's a trip. But anyway, as far as the current Gators, which is what everybody wants to hear, I feel like Coach is probably the most doubtful of the 3.
It was Matthews and Chris Doring, who will once again join us this football season.
And again, I feel like Shane's the most positive. And not
Usually
because he has to, but he is. He
just by nature, he always thinks they're going to be better than they end up being.
He is. He did a good job, and you'll see this. He did a good job insulting the Canes, so I like that.
Okay.
Because I love Shane.
Sure.
And he does that every year. He went after Tennessee.
Shane didn't play the Canes, did he?
No, both Chris and Shane said, one thing we never had was an opener like this. He said, I wish we would have played Miami. Mm-hmm. And Spurrier reminded me that, I said, Coach, you said you were going to put Miami on the schedule when you took the job. That was one of the – he goes, oh, yeah.
SEC added a game.
Coach Arns came and said, SEC's adding a game. Coach might not be good to play Miami. I said, okay, Coach. But interestingly enough, and one of the other things I took away from it is that they all, especially Shane and Chris – agreed how important this Miami game is for Napier. Huge in their words.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's huge for Miami, too.
Oh, yeah. They said so.
Because they'll quickly...
Spurrier said, it's huge until the very next one.
Yeah, but for Miami, Miami continues to shadow box as a contender, right? You can only go up there so many times saying, yeah, we're here, we're ready.
Yeah.
And whereas Florida, there's not... Florida... To be a state rival in a home field, they're kind of almost playing with house money. The expectation is different for those two.
Right.
I think it'll be sold that way. The Gators are going to be able to play home underdog mentality as their narrative, I believe, for that game.
So next segment, I want to get into something about college football head coaches, but this is the 10-minute drill. We're just kicking things around. I'll just say this. The Olympics are underway, opening ceremony Friday. We have not had a good start in Paris.
What do you mean?
I mean, I think
what happened? This is so weird. This is like you sing the. It's like you sing the national anthem Sunday at 1, but you really started the game on Thursday.
I know.
I mean, what's so hard about doing the opening ceremonies before it opens?
I don't know.
All right. Well, when you figure that out, I want you to let me know.
But I think correct me if I'm wrong here, Gibby. I think we lost to Fiji in rugby.
Did we?
Well, Fiji's like one of the top rugby programs in the world.
We lost to France in soccer.
Okay, this is not the normal U.S. national soccer team, and France also is a power. We'd lose to them if it were, because they got Mbappe. But he doesn't play for them. This is under 22.
Whatevs.
Okay, I'm just telling you. We stink in soccer. This is
we stink in everything.
These are none of the events that we're counting on.
The flame isn't even lit yet, okay? We got a Canadian soccer cheating scandal.
Yeah.
We got tonsillitis taking out the top men's tennis player. Who's that?
I'm assuming that it's either
Carlo?
Well, no, it's either Sinner, Alcaraz, or Djokovic.
Yeah, one of them's out.
Yeah.
And then, did you see the Morocco-Argentina soccer game?
It's time to ban Argentina from soccer. When they show up, chaos breaks out. Last time we saw Argentina, they were tearing up Hard Rock Stadium.
Yeah.
And now we see Argentina again, and now it wasn't their fans that started this. That was a disaster in so many ways. So Morocco is playing Argentina. This would be a huge upset. Morocco's up 2-1.
Yeah.
Argentina scores. Moroccan fans go soccer hooligan. They charge the field.
So why are we banning Argentina? We should be banning Morocco.
Well, here's what happened, though. They pull Argentina because where Argentina goes, trouble follows, Dan. So Argentina, they send them all back, and while they're there, they say, hey, let's look at this VAR. And so they come back on the field an hour later. After
VAR.
That's the video review.
Yeah.
After they take everyone to jail or wherever you
90 minutes later, say no goal.
Yeah, that's right. And then so Argentina loses to Morocco.
Unbelievable.
I'm going to tell you this. 2 observations from catching Olympic fever yesterday at like 2 in the afternoon and watching rugby. I watched rugby for 20 minutes, Dan.
You watched rugby?
Yeah, listen to me.
Did you watch us lose to Fiji?
I wasn't the U.S. game. It was Japan and another one of the favorites, New Zealand. So anyway, I'm watching rugby, and 2 things struck me after watching rugby for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
One, I really am surprised that we've not had a crossover rugby star in the NFL.
Uh-huh.
Like just one. Seems like one dude would have come through rugby who was just like Shohei does in baseball or Yao Ming. I'm surprised that as much rugby that's played in the country, the skill set that it takes to play that sport, that we haven't gotten, an outside linebacker or a tight end or a running back or something from the sport of rugby. That's number one.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, Dan, and this isn't good for the growth.
Mm-hmm.
I watch rugby for 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea what the hell I'm watching.
Mm.
No idea what the rules are. I thought I did, or I just caught the highest scoring, most explosive rugby game in history. I watched 3 plays. I watched for about 10 seconds. I watched 3 plays, and it was touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. That's not usually how it works, is it?
I don't know.
One time they kicked it after it gave them points. Another time they did something else.
Oh, dear. 641-1010 as we head to break. Gibby, tell them what they're going to win.
We've got lunch for 2 at Tropical Smoothie, and want to remind you as well, summer mocktail smoothies just hit the pool deck. Fan faves like Island Punch, Mango Berry Cosmo, Watermelon Mojito smoothies are back for a limited time at Tropical Smoothie Cafe. It's Tropic time. We'll take caller number 2 right now for lunch for 2 at Tropical Smoothie, 641-1010.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
You have heard about the 1010XL YouTube channel. Now check out our team-specific channels, 1010XL Jaguars, 1010XL Gator, and 1010XL Seminoles, bringing up specific, up-to-the-minute video coverage of your favorite local team. And find us on YouTube today.
Hey, you can hear about 9 Associates, where you'll find Jacksonville's most esteemed eye doctors at each of their locations. After being selected for one of the most competitive ophthalmology fellowships in the world, Dr. Frank Bowden, frequently called upon for his expert opinion. He is currently one of the few cornea and external disease specialists in the area and the founder of Bowden Eye. Visit Bowden Eye Associates today to experience the difference. They're keeping the First Coast focused. That is Bowden Eye and Associates.
Do the Garber wiggle, Garber wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, Garber wiggle. If you're looking for a pre-owned vehicle with lifetime warranty, Garber Auto Mall can wiggle it. Best price, best payment, best trade-in value, Garber Auto Mall can wiggle it. With a huge selection of pre-owned vehicles, Garber Auto Mall can wiggle it. Visit us in Green Cove Springs or at GarberAutomall.com. And remember, at Garber Auto Mall, there is always a little room for wiggle. Garber wiggle, Garber wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, Garber wiggle.
Tropical Smoothie Cafe here with your daily reminder to get on Tropic Time. Take 10. Sip a refreshing smoothie and manifest that you're a cabana side. Slade hot yoga? Treat yourself. Crushed back-to-back meetings? Get that me time. Adulted a little extra today? You deserve a vacay. You're on Tropic Time now at Tropical Smoothie Cafe. And look who's back and causing a stir. Our refreshing Island Punch, Mango Berry Cosmo, and Watermelon Mojito mocktail smoothies are here for a limited time.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? You have questions? Call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
Calling all fun-loving citizens of Northeast Florida. Freedom Boat Club needs your help. Lisa the botanista has gone missing. She left a note that said gone boating. But here's the thing. Freedom Boat Club has 4 local locations. Julington Creek, Jack's Beach, and 2 in St. Augustine. And over 400 locations across the world. That's a lot of water to cover. Is she water skiing on the Ozarks, whale watching in the Pacific, or island hopping in Spain? Or hiding right here at the Black Creek Rope Swing? Or docking at the Conch House? Wait, has anyone checked Fort George Island? Too much to do on the water. So Freedom Boat Club is offering our best discount of all time, so you can help search. You simply make your reservation, show up, and have fun. I gotta go. I'm hopping on a boat to the fish camp for live music and lunch. Maybe I'll find the botanista there. Or better yet, maybe you'll join us with the best discount ever and enjoy boating made simple. Don't blame us when you start playing hooky too. Visit freedomboatclub.com.
We could call them helmets and cleats, but they don't wear cleats.
Those shoes are hot.
Mia O'Brien, Lauren Brooks, and Taylor Dahl.
From the First Coast Lighting Studios at 1010XL.
Weekdays noon to 2.
You think you could join us?
If you're looking for custom metalwork, look no further than Superior Fence and Rail. Whether it's custom railing, shade structures, or custom entry gates, their expert team controls the turnkey process. From CAD design and raw metal to powder-coated finish and expert installation. When you choose Superior Fence and Rail for your custom metal project, you get a project that's, well, superior. So get off the fence and call Superior Fence and Rail today.
This patriotic chant mirrors the enthusiastic efforts our American athletes have dedicated to their quest for a gold medal at this summer's Olympics in Paris. USAPark.net Airport Parking is your safe and secure parking for when you fly out of JIA. No matter where you're going, whether you're traveling to the Olympics to support our athletes or just visiting Grandma, remember to park at USAPark.net.
Facing a DUI charge or even a boating under the influence charge? Well, I'm your man, DUI lawyer Malcolm Anthony at 285-4LAW. 285-4LAW. Once again, 285-4LAW.
Tired of dealing with clogged drains? What about bad smells coming from your pipes? You need to call Duck Duck Rooter, your plumbing pros in Northeast Florida. Duck Duck Rooter can help with any plumbing issue at your home or business. DuckDuckRooter.com.
Sports fans, JJ LaSalva here. When I need to send my bride flowers or a plant for birthdays or anniversaries, I always go with Hume Flowers. After all, they've been the leading florist in these parts for over 75 years. You can always rely on Hume Flowers.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists is not affiliated with the NFL or the Jacksonville Jaguars. Discussion regarding injuries is solely based on opinion. Coming up, the weekly Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Medical Report featuring Dr. Kevin Murphy, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon specializing in sports medicine, upper extremities, and arthroscopy of the shoulders and knees. Dr. Murphy is a nationally and internationally recognized orthopedic expert. He's a former orthopedic consultant to the White House and the Pentagon, and currently serves as head team physician for UNF, the Jacksonville Icemen, and Northeast Florida area high schools.
Oh, yeah. Crank it up. He's here. The man, the legend.
I was watching rugby sevens. That's my discipline. I like the rugby sevens, I've been told. That's why it was so fast-paced and scoring. Like in my mind, rugby's like scrums and move slow. Do you know the rules of rugby, Doc?
Pretty much.
Me, no.
Pretty much, but
I learned yesterday. I don't know.
I don't know rugby
doggone
seven.
thing.
Doc, we got our first Dr. Kevin Murphy, Southeast Orthopedic Specialist. Nobody better, and the room got smarter when he walks in.
Oh, that's for sure. It'll get dumber when he leaves.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. It's just a fact of life.
Okay.
Some people are blessed, some people are not. Doc, I get this. I'll say, I get this. I should just read it to you. You have a medical portal now, like that. People, the portal is a way you get information a lot of times from tests and such.
Sure.
And with the kidney stones, I had a couple
Sure,
tests.
I'm aware of the portals.
And
I'll look for NLI when I go in there.
I mean, Doc, I had a paragraph, man. I mean, I couldn't tell you hide nor hair if I'm living or dying. I mean, I guess it would have called me if it looks good. I mean, the words.
Skip to the impression.
The medical terms that you people come up with. Who invented these words, bro? I'll bring it in next week and read it to you.
It's an attempt to confuse you.
You'll understand it.
Keeps them in a position of power over you. They keep you dumb and uninformed. It's like government.
It's like a foreign language.
Well, I was about to say
It is.
that.
It's Latin.
It really is.
You go through, you go through medical school and all these words.
Can we just start calling stuff what they are? I mean, can scapula take a hike and
you
get
know
shoulder
thingy,
blades official?
Doc,
what are we doing?
You know that thingy behind my knee? It hurts.
Yeah.
Well, the worst is when things are named, people name things.
Yeah.
The one that drives me crazy is the Baker cyst. Some guy named Baker said, "Oh, this swelling in the back of your knee is a Baker cyst." Well, you know what Baker cyst is? Everybody listen. It's swelling in your calf. Your knee swells. The weak part of your capsule's in the back. It's like a balloon.
Yeah, we've
full
seen
of water.
those.
You squeeze it and it squirts out. That's a Baker cyst. It's not a thing. It's a result of the problem in your knee. But people
That seems like you claimed a wart or something.
Yeah,
I mean, who even wants it?
Yeah, I want you to take my Baker cyst away.
Right.
Lady,
anyway.
this Baker guy,
Well, I'd like to punch
he's a
Baker.
ne'er-do-well.
Yeah.
I'd like to punch Baker right
Heck
in the
with
face.
Baker.
Shoot him into the sun in a slingshot.
Vikings corner Mekhi Blackman tore his ACL, Doc, opening practice at training camp. Man down. So they had high hopes for this guy. And, remember, the Vikings lost one of their players this offseason at corner to a car accident. He was killed in a car accident.
Yeah. Oh, sure.
So this is a kid who played 15 games. But anyway, 7-on-7. So that's, your general non-contact. It just is what it is. You're out there. You're practicing, but again, just refresh us. Let me ask you this. What is the percentage of ACLs non-contact versus contact?
Well, it depends on the sport.
Okay.
More non-contact in women, more non-contact in soccer. Football, obviously, you get a lot of contact injuries. So collision sports are going to get more of the
baseball and basketball, almost exclusively non-contact.
Good, yeah, exactly.
Right?
The non-contact sports is where you see the non-contact ones, obviously. But it's you get fatigued. You're in training camp. You're doing a lot of strength training. You're running a lot. You fatigue the muscle. And you hyperextend your knee when you're trying to plant and turn. It happens.
Takes me back to Dante Fowler Jr. in his rookie mini camp.
First time out.
Yeah. Or somebody going full speed.
Going too hard, hadn't been working out. And not that I don't know about this kid. All right, everybody wants to know about Eric Armstead. He played through a meniscus injury in the playoffs of Super Bowl, so he didn't get it repaired till, I don't know when, end of February, right, at the earliest. He had it repaired. Knee's feeling good. Surgery went great. I saw him on the field yesterday. He's moving around, running, jogging. Nobody seems concerned. It's July. He's a veteran. I'm assuming as long as September 8th or whatever the opening day is, he's good to go. But give us a kind of thought process about, is there concern because he's on the PUP list?
Well, a lot in there.
Okay,
so,
all right.
Let's go through it. So veteran, chronic injury to his knee, right? So he had a meniscus tear, and they waited a while to fix it. The repair, it wasn't repaired. So when we say you repaired his meniscus, what happened was they trimmed his meniscus. So they trimmed this beat-up, torn meniscus. The meniscus is a cushion that protects the bones from one another. So when you lose the cushion, you increase the risk of arthritis in the knee. Veteran, knee problem, chronic meniscus tear, he's already got some wear and tear in his knee. So he's got some wear on the end of the bone, some arthritic changes there. And most likely when they were in there, they did a chondroplasty to smooth the end of the bone to help with that as well. But the short story to that long story is he's got some arthritic changes in his knee. And it's going to bug him. So he's a veteran player. They're giving him some time. That's why they put him on the short-term PUP list to say we can pull him off there. When he runs a lot and does a lot, his knee's going to swell. We want to minimize that to get our most mileage out of him through the season.
Well, it sounds like you could have been talking about Mike Trout in a lot of ways. Mike Trout also had meniscus surgery, and they always say, so you're telling me anytime they write to repair a torn meniscus, it's not repairing?
Yeah, they ain't repairing. I mean, you repair it. If you go out,
you repair it by eliminating the pain.
Yeah, you trimmed it, but some of you repair. And a young guy that rips his meniscus and it's flipped from the capsule and you get it acutely, you stitch that back. It predictably will heal. One that somebody's run on for 4 months and played football on or run bases on, it's beat up and it's not repairable. So you just trim that piece and make it smooth again, but you lose some of the cushion.
He had surgery at the beginning of May. Okay.
That's tough to be back by now with that meniscus.
Well, they brought him back. He's playing in a game, May, June.
He's trying to rush it back and get
3
there.
3 months is kind of the number, really.
Yeah, it's hard to be back in 2 months. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the only reason I know is because I've had that one. That's the only reason. I'm not trying to step on it.
It can be done, but it's not going to be. It's not going to feel right.
First game, he goes out there and he
just doesn't feel right. I can remember that trying to go do things for the first time that you think you're full go until
Doc,
you push your body in somewhere it hadn't been in 6 months and it's not ready.
To us, it's a setback, but it doesn't mean he necessarily re-injured the knee.
No.
Right.
No, this is a predictable result of
It's still sore. That's basically what happened. He went out and he had some soreness.
I'm not ready
yet. Is the same.
He didn't do any further damage. Just got to get used to it.
Okay.
Right. All right. I have a...
Yeah, it's a slow roll getting him back, so you get more mileage out of him.
I got you.
I have a two-part question for the doctor.
Two-parter. Part A?
Part A, what's the difference between a strained hamstring and a torn hamstring? And B, the second part of the question, and I'll just take it off the air, why are teams so... Well, why are teams and franchises just such bold-faced liars? Why are they so... No, I mean it. I'm being serious. Why are they... What is the deal? Why do they... shade and lie about it? It's not affecting any competitive balance. It's not doing anything at all. Often
injuries.
Yeah, they just flat out lie. They call things that things are that they aren't. And they know they aren't. They either upgrade or downgrade the seriousness of things. Michael Harris, they told us, went on the injured list June 15th with a hamstring strain. He's still not jogging. It's been 5 weeks. I'm guessing he doesn't have a strain, no?
Doc, I'll let you handle this, but as you know, Doc has told us 6 weeks easy on a hamstring.
No, but that's to be back playing, competing.
Well, 6 weeks. 6 weeks on a grade 1, maybe.
Yeah.
So you grade them 1, 2, 3. So grade 1 is a sprain where there's no tearing per se. There's some inflammation in the tendon or in the muscle. Grade 2, there's actual tearing, partially torn. A grade 3, completely torn.
See,
So
it's funny
separated.
because you just gave me 3 grades, 3 definitions, none of them what the team calls it.
Right.
A strained hamstring. Did he tear the hamstring or did he sprain it as the first term?
Yeah, grade
it matters
1, you
to
can call it a
baseball
sprain.
fans.
Well, yeah, and it's easy. They've done an MRI, guarantee you. So they know based on the MRI the degree of the tear or the sprain.
Well, they moved him yesterday, like this morning even. He's now been moved to the 60-day DL, started on the 15-day, or IL now, I guess it is.
Yeah.
So dating back to June 15th, wasn't going to be playing anyway. I mean, for Pete's sake, you still got to get rehab. You got to have a rehab assignment. So we're talking about, we're sitting here now. It's almost August. It's July, 25th?
Probably like another month.
It's July 25th. He won't be playing for the Braves in another month. I mean, is this, right, mid-September, maybe, hopefully? The Braves are going to try and tread water, Hick, and get to a postseason where, because now let me move on to the more important injury. And Max Fried. We talked about him earlier in the year. He had a forearm injury. You worry, you caution me. That's going to be Tommy John. And then he gutted through it. He pitched great. He's got a 3 ERA. He's got 7 wins on the All-Star team. And now he makes his start. He said he first fell to the All-Star game, but they're not calling it the UCL. They're not calling it a ligament injury. They're calling it, what is it, neuritis?
Neuritis.
They say he's got neuritis in his elbow, Doc. What's that mean?
Well, if you have, and it's linked, okay? So
I would think.
When you get, it's a pain in the ulnar nerve on the inside of the elbow. It can get stretched a little bit, and you get tingling in your fingers, usually in the small and ring fingers.
Okay.
Or you lose some grip strength because that nerve is what really powers the grip on the inside of the hand. So if that nerve is irritated by repetitive trauma, which is not, or repetitive stretching because you have a little looseness to your ulnar collateral.
From pitching 95 miles an hour with your left arm,
and it stretches
200
that
times a
nerve
week.
repetitively and irritates it. So the neuritis or nerve pain is probably related to some subtle looseness related to the ulnar collateral.
So you can't shoot. That's not a shot. Feel better.
No.
You're comfortable enough to pitch. And that to me sounds like it's damn near impossible to forecast how long you'll be out.
Yeah, now some of these, the nerve is loose in the canal where it lives, and you can move the nerve, but that's usually more in collision and contact sports where it keeps getting hit.
Yeah.
So you move it and tuck it under the muscle so it doesn't keep getting banged on. This is more probably a stretching thing from the stress of that.
Is there a world where Max Fried doesn't have Tommy John surgery in the next couple of years?
I would say no,
because Braves fans, rightfully, and Max Fried has been a war horse for Atlanta. He pitched great in the World Series year. He's been good each and every year. Goes to the mound, but he's already had one, Tommy John, and another one's coming. And then people wonder, why isn't this guy signed long term? I guess there's your answer.
Yeah, all these things are related to probably some subtle looseness to that ulnar collateral.
You can't say for sure without seeing exactly where he is, but for a player in this category, what would be the odds are that he could pitch again by mid-September?
Yeah, if it's just nerve, a little tingling in his hand, no grip weakness, yeah, he could pitch.
It'll just get better. Yeah. Does the nerve inflame and then it goes back down? Is that what happens?
Yep.
Anything else, Doc? Good stuff.
Yeah,
I think we're good.
Busy day. Dr. Kevin Murphy, South.
Up there. I don't know if he's still doing his jiu-jitsu or whatever he's doing.
Yeah.
What about that break for Ozzy, the 8-week fractured wrist? Did you see that one, Doc?
That's Ozzy.
Broke a bone, 6 to 8 weeks.
Another Braves injury, but broke a bone. Yeah, fractured his wrist.
Yeah,
it's a weird play too. It was on his glove hand. He was like tagging a guy, and it
didn't look like it hit
no,
that hard.
Right, it must have bent a certain way.
He might be frail.
Didn't he have a broken wrist last year?
No, it was his foot.
It was
last
his foot.
year. He broke his foot.
Okay. Hopefully, I don't know which bone it was. If it's a long bone in the arm, those are healed
No,
predictably. If it's one of those little bones in the hamate bone.
Yeah, is that what they said it was? Was it the hamate?
I don't think it was.
They didn't say that?
I didn't see that.
Okay.
If you hear scaphoid, that's a problem. Those are the ones you
stay away from scaphoid.
Yeah, the blood flow to that bone isn't great, and sometimes you get issues with healing.
Dang, now I got to go on the break here with great trepidation and avoid the word scaphoid.
Bad.
We're a MASH unit with the Braves, Doc. It's rough.
No, we're a morgue. That's what we are. A morgue, a bunch of dead, cold bodies. That's Doc Kevin Murphy, best of the business. JackSportsDoc.com. See you next week, Doc.
Thank you, boys.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Seminole and proud of it.
Let's give him the chop!
Rick Ballou takes you into the night. Every weeknight on 1010XL.
Hey, Hicken here from my friends at Beaches Dermatology. Those are Doctors Boudreaux and Metz. They're going to take good care of you if you have some skin issues. They've taken care of me for decades now, and I appreciate all that they do. But most importantly, they want to remind you one thing here in the hot summer, man. Put on the sunscreen, man. Wear the big floppy hat. Go with the long sleeve dry fit. Protect yourself against the sun if you're going golfing, if you're going to your kids' games, going to the beach, if you're going fishing. You're going outside. It's Florida. We love it, but it's hot. And the sun beats down on you, and it beats down on you hard. So take care of it. Otherwise, you'll have to go see Dr. Fader and get Mohs surgery. So if you have any concerns, though, on that body, give Beaches Dermatology a call online at beachesdermatology.com.
Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Brackish Vodka, the official vodka of UNF Athletics, 100% made in Jacksonville, is available at all local liquor stores. Visit Browdy's, Total Wine, ABC, Shores, Golden, Sahara's, Golden Ox, and more. Drink our gluten-free San Francisco Spirit award-winning vodka and see why it's the smoothest vodka you can buy. When you drink Brackish Vodka, you support all of our local employees and all the money stays in Jacksonville. Drink Brackish Vodka and live life slightly salty. Proud partner of the Jaguars.
Stevie Beatrice from Beatrice Plumbing here. A lot of plumbing companies say a lot of things. We focus on what customers say. Like who a few weeks ago, Donna, said the entire experience was the best fix-it experience she ever had. Or Chris, whose hot water went out on a Saturday and he thanked us for getting it fixed that night. Because that's the difference when you hire a real plumber. They show up to fix the problem. So next time you need a plumber, remember Beatrice Plumbing. Because real plumbers fix problems real fast.
Attention! If you owe money to the IRS, this is an urgent message. The IRS is cracking down by sending out heart-stopping letters, aggressively garnishing paychecks, seizing bank accounts, and putting liens on homes and businesses. They call it enforced compliance, and you better watch out because penalties and interest on unpaid taxes compound daily, making it seem impossible to ever get out of debt. Don't let the tax debt destroy your life. You need to call Optima Tax Relief, the #1 tax resolution firm. They're experts in the Fresh Start Initiative, one of the biggest breaks that the IRS has ever offered. If you qualify, you could save thousands. Optima's resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, they'll fight to get you the best deal possible. Call Optima now for a free consultation.
Call 800-348-0269. 800-348-0269. 800-348-0269.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Did you know a metal roof from Prime Roofing will last 2 to 3 times longer than a shingle roof? If you want a better roof, think metal. Think Prime Roofing. Schedule your free estimate today at PrimeRoofingFL.com. That's PrimeRoofingFL.com.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
This is Hayes Carline for Skylife Elite. Have you ever thought about aircraft ownership as another potential revenue stream and as a tool for tax savings? Put your tax money to work for you while enjoying the benefits of private personal travel. Skylife Elite has over a decade of experience in business aviation and can guide you through the process with their expert staff. Call my friends over at Skylife Elite at 490-9332 or find them at flyskylife.com to get the rundown on everything owning an airplane can do for you.
Electricians, innovators, and tech enthusiasts, listen up. Miller Electric is shaping the future, and we want you to be a part of it. From healthcare and data centers, corporate offices, aviation, and industrial facilities, Miller Electric is powering the most exciting projects in Jacksonville and beyond. We offer not just a job, but a thrilling career with great pay and incredible benefits. Visit us at millercareers.com to apply. Miller Electric, where your skills meet our vision and equal opportunity employer.
Jacks fans, the Jaguars are back at the Miller Electric Center for training camp.
Presented by Dreamfinder.
you won't want to miss out. Stop by to get the first look at Trevor Lawrence and the team as they prepare for the 2024 season. To check out camp dates and secure your tickets, go to Jaguars.com/training camp. Daily availability is limited, so lock in your tickets today.
How good is that?
Catch all the interviews and analysis of this year's ACC kickoff.
Sold-out crowd, Joe Campbell Stadium.
Coverage on 1010XL is brought to you by the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters, Local Union 234, and Salvatore's Pizza at Tapestry Park.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry, this free examination, normally $199, is yours for free and good only through Sunday. For your free examination, call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Call now.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Southern Oak Insurance. As training camp got underway for the Jaguars yesterday, new addition Eric Armstead didn't take part. Head coach Doug Peterson didn't express concern.
He knows what it takes. He's a vet. I've seen him during OTAs. I've seen him while he was here during our little 3 days with the rookies, and he's kind of another coach right now on the field.
Jag QB1 Trevor Lawrence commented on what he wants to get done in training camp.
Mixing in guys where I get reps with, 6, 7, 8 different receivers, getting reps with those guys, not just that could possibly be in there if something were to happen or just roll in there. You got to keep guys fresh.
The Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp split a doubleheader with the Norfolk Tide, losing the first and winning the second. Jacksonville continues their series with the Norfolk Tide today at 12:05. In MLB play, the Rays lost to the Toronto Blue Jays. The Marlins got past the Baltimore Orioles. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
It's 80 degrees at 8:03. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Someone is going to go down at some point. You don't want that to happen, but if it does happen, you got to be ready. So mixing in guys where I get reps with, 6, 7, 8 different receivers that could possibly be in there if something were to happen or just roll in there. You got to keep guys fresh. So I think that's an emphasis too, is getting reps with those guys, not just the starting group, but the guys that could roll in there, because you never know when you're gonna lean on those guys and they have to make plays, and you got to have the chemistry.
That's Trevor Lawrence talking, of course, and he met with the media yesterday. Trev and the Jags ready to go. It's so very early. I mean, and it's they're getting on the field, they're getting in their work, and the season is underway, and it's a great thing. It's a great time for Jacksonville. Football season is back, and we'll work our way towards preseason game number 1. Work towards putting pads on. Work towards hitting. And things of that nature. And we got to see if we got a physical offensive line, if these guys are better. Ezra Cleveland is kind of a wild card. They signed him with, hopes of him being a guy, and he needs to be a guy again. The Jags have made commitments.
He was just he was a part-time starter in Minnesota. He wasn't like an elite-level player.
Right.
I mean,
they have identified him as a guy they think can be a good football player.
When they went and got him at the trade dedeadline, it was about more than just last year pinching in right.
But he only started one game. He had injuries.
He got injuries too, yeah.
Yeah, so this is something that, he's – because we maybe a little bit unfairly – look, the offensive line was terrible last year. But maybe a little bit unfairly, we keep just saying, well, all they got is Mitch Morris. Well –
there's just a trickle down from
There's
that.
Ezra Cleveland too. He didn't play a whole lot, right? And so the line could look a little. I mean, that's if it's 2/5 of the line, then it's a little bit different. So
well, and there's also that by the guard can look worse if the center's playing bad, which means the tackle can look worse because the guard and the center are playing bad. You're having to do more than you can. I mean, we've gotten this from Tony.
Yeah,
Tony Baselli has told us, yes, there is a trickle down.
Yes,
if your weakest position is tremendously upgraded, then there can be. That doesn't mean it's a guarantee, but it does mean it's a possibility. You know, one thing that I like, if it fits, I don't know if you ever go out and attack it from this angle as your top priority.
Yes, sir.
But if you're top of your free agency class, Gabe Davis, Mitch Morse, Eric Armstead, Ronald Darby, if they do share the characteristic of coming from winning teams, I don't mean they won last year. I mean winning programs.
Right.
San Francisco, Buffalo, Baltimore. These are as sure things have been in the NFL the last for most of these dudes' careers. So Darnell Savage, another, comes from Green Bay. These are teams where the expectation every year, not when they hit a good wave.
Right.
Like, we're in a good wave.
Right.
Our expectation every year for this franchise has historically been to stink.
Well, the absolute worst feeling for NFL fans when a season begins is if you look at your team and go, we got no shot of winning the Super Bowl. And and there's not a lot of teams that have that, but every year is like 4 or 5 teams.
That's fair.
And we were in that position a lot of times.
You know what I thought was
that is not fun.
Yeah. No, I know. And look, the reason
you can build up hope all you want.
We heard Trevor coming in. I thought we have, and I say this because it has become a talking point in the last week or so. So, Gibby, if you could get ready for me, Trevor number 11 in just a second. I'm gonna go to that, but I'm gonna set it up this way, Hick. We got into the receiver talk. What did ESPN? They listed was it the top 10 receivers, and then they went for another 6 or 7 that were honorable mention. Then there were another 10 or 12 that got votes. And so we're just at least a tad alarmed. That, here's Christian Kirk, who when we signed him, made him like the 7th highest paid receiver. Now, he has since dropped down to close to 20, which is where he belongs. And just because you didn't get any votes among the 28th, I think that he is a top 28 receiver.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong, but regardless of what I think, we put so much on the collapse of last year around the Trevor injury, the offensive line inadequacies, the play calling, the 4th and short, when really the one key component that triggered the whole thing was Christian Kirk. When he went down in that Bengals game, the offense fell flat the rest of the year. Now, they had all those other things going wrong, but we may have minimized a little bit the loss of Christian Kirk. Here's Trevor Lawrence on what that means.
It's never easy being hurt and just having to watch, especially when he got hurt, how much we struggled. It seemed like we couldn't find our groove. I know that was tough for him, and he wished he could be out there. But, at the end of the day, we got to pick him up. We got to have guys step in. I got to play better. A lot of things went wrong down the stretch that isn't just to do with him. But, all of us have to pick up that.
Yeah, it's interesting. And I was just looking at the teams, and I came up with 6. Now, you would come up with some different. There would be a debate, and it's not that big a deal.
Are you saying can't win the Super Bowl?
Yeah, they can't. And my 6, my Super 6 are New England, and they can't win the Super Bowl. The Broncos can't win the Super Bowl.
I saw New England has a 1% chance to win the East. The Jets at 25, the Dolphins at 28, the Bills at 40.
Mighty have fallen.
1%.
The Raiders can't win. And this is usually in correlation with really who your quarterback is. Also, when you do this, I don't think Washington can win the Super Bowl.
And we can split hairs here, by the way, with what that can't or incredible.
Yeah.
What's the difference between incredibly unlikely or I don't think they will?
I guess I would take $100.
Yeah.
If you want me to define
Washington,
I'll take $100 and put it on every team to not win the Super Bowl, and I will reap the benefits.
Yeah, but you'd have to pay such odds. It says favors. Yeah.
And Carolina would be another one.
Carolina for sure. I don't agree with Washington. That's the only one I strongly. The other ones I made the slight disagreement. Strong because
Can I ask you a question?
The wild card at quarterback. That's why that offense could really hum.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Can you tell me how many Super Bowls have we had now? Almost 60.
Yeah.
How many rookie quarterbacks have won a Super Bowl?
I didn't say win. Well, okay.
That's what we just said.
I don't know. That's going to change.
Yeah, someday.
Yeah, that's going to change.
It ain't changing this year.
They're coming in more and more ready.
Yeah.
So, but all right. Well, historically, you would be right.
Yeah. That's all.
That's fair.
So that's why
they don't seem as bad as those other ones.
They may not be.
Point.
Yeah, they may not be. But those are to me the ones, and there are a couple others, and like I said, we could debate it, but generally speaking, that's the greatness of the parity in the NFL.
Well, and to your point though, the fair way to look at that one is like at the end of November when there's still 7 games to go, because no league in all of sports can you just see it come out of nowhere like this league.
Yeah.
Look, no one thinks it at all. We would be used to it. It wouldn't surprise us. We wouldn't be shocked. But if we get to December and it's the Titans who are 10-6 instead, it wouldn't be the biggest shock in the world. It's not what we think.
The Jaguars unveiled their alternate helmets. It's for the Vikings game, Week 10. They're shell white. They look very
They're
cool.
sharp,
I dig
yeah.
them. I also, by the way, I'm not going to name names, but I did hear this one yesterday.
You name names.
I'm not naming names because it came from our radio station, which I love to death.
Which one?
This one.
1010XL.
Yeah.
Oh, one of our talent said this.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Time to play Guess the Talent.
We're not going to guess the talent. I was waiting for it. It happened.
Quickie poll. Who might this have been?
It happened on day one of training camp.
Okay, what
and I'll
happened?
say it, and the person who said it will go, screw you, Hicken, and that's fine. Again, I'm not going to name names.
Okay.
But this was the comment.
He named names.
When we get to the end of training camp, there are going to be some dudes cut who people know around here. Some names that we all know.
That's a trope. That's a training camp trope. We say that every year.
Let me assure you, people, of one thing with the Jacksonville Jaguars, whom I love and hope have a successful season. We don't have the deepest roster in the NFL. I don't care if I know who they are. The only reason I know who they are is because we know the team and we look at the rosters.
Yeah.
But
nobody's going crazy for Trey Herndon.
It ain't going to be. Yeah. Where's he?
Yeah, exactly. Whoever. I'm that kind of player.
I know. Did he sign?
I think he's still here, isn't he?
No, he's not here.
No, he's not
here.
No.
I thought they did a.
No.
It's hard to keep. That to me, I don't think he signed anywhere then.
Yeah, I don't think he has.
Maybe I was just reading in the context of him still being an option here.
Trey Herndon's with the Giants.
The Giants. Okay.
The G-Man.
G-Man. Trey's a nice kid. I wish him well. He just
Yeah. He played a long time here, but just
he wasn't bad.
No,
he was a decent.
No. You need great. You need to keep upgrading, right?
But he was asked to do a lot. He started.
I know.
Bunch
Outside,
of games
inside, he did everything they asked him to do.
How many?
What's he? Vanderbilt?
Yeah. How many games do you think Trey Herndon started here for the Jacksonville Jaguars?
Started?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, not a ton. I mean, it was, but he definitely had a. Can you tell me? Well, I mean, he was here. Was he here 6 years? How many years was he here? Can you tell me that or no?
I can.
Okay, I'm gonna guess 6. That would be my guess.
I can very much tell you that. Trey Herndon came in 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23. 6 years.
I'm gonna say starts.
How many games did Trey Herndon start for the Jacksonville Jaguars?
So you got 6. You got 9. Basically 100 games to choose from. A little less than that. 96 games. I'm gonna say Trey Herndon started 22 games.
34 football games. A lot of games.
Yeah. A lot of injuries.
He started 14 and 19. He started 12 and 20. And then he went to really 3, 1, and 4. He was used as, when somebody was hurt.
19 and 20 were seasons that were so bad, we had the number 1 pick the next year. So that's when he was starting here.
He had 3 interceptions.
You see what I'm saying?
The
I don't
year
care
in
how
19.
many. If he was a starter on 19 and 20, he's part of the worst teams the NFL. He's part of the worst team the NFL saw in back-to-back years. He's a problem.
The 19 team was the worst, right?
Who's 19? Who's a starter on those teams that right now you would employ? 19 and 20.
Standby.
Well, Cam. He lived through all that
19
nonsense.
was the worst team, right? Because that wasn't
that one
we
went
didn't have
1
Trev.
and no, that was 20. 20 went 1 and 15.
We had Trevor, so we
No,
were.
we didn't. 21 was Trevor's first year.
Oh, so 20.
It was literally 19 and 20. The 2 years he started were our 2 terrible years that led to the number 1 pick in 20 and 21.
All right, let me look at our team here.
The 2019 season, we were like 2 and 14 or 3 and 30, whatever it was. And then the next year, we won 1. Right? You get that top pick, baby.
Yeah. Dobbs, Foles, Gardner Minshew, Reichwell Armstead, Lenny Fournette, Ozigbo, Jeremy McNichols, C.J. Board, DJ Chark, Keelan Cole, Chris Conley, D.D. Westbrook. You don't talk about
I'm saying, who do you want off the team? I'm being
want?
like literal. That's not a long time ago.
Yeah.
That's a 2020 season, right? Is that what you're looking at?
Yeah, Jawan Taylor was on the team.
Yeah,
I'm looking
you
at the
take him.
19. I don't want any of them. Josh Hines-Allen.
Yeah.
Josh Hines-Allen.
That's it. So you were so bad that a team like 3 years ago, you only want one guy off the entire roster. Is the only one you want. Not who will you take. Not
What about our guy Leon Jacobs? What greatest moment getting
Yeah,
tossed like a rag doll by Derrick?
Yeah, Derrick Henry. Yeah, he took that big meaty left hand and he pushed him about 7 feet. I saw one of the rugby guys do that yesterday.
Logan Cook was on that team. I'll take him.
I guess it's a punter.
Well, let's see who was on reserve list that year. Darius, Miles Jack, Marquise Lee.
Also known as like the only good players, but none of them would you want now.
No. Quincy Williams.
Yeah, that's the one they screwed up. Yeah, the one good guy they had, they let go.
All pro.
Yeah.
Quincy Williams.
All pro, not Pro Bowl. All pro. That's the 19 squad.
Imagine if you keep him as great as Foyer's been. You don't have to spend the money on Foyer. I mean, but we got money, man. It doesn't matter. You just got to do a good job of putting it together. And I think it's a talented roster. We'll see. It'll be fun. This is the drill. It is a custom tree surgeon Thursday, gang. We're in the middle of hurricane season. So far, so good. But if the storms blow your way, shoot. Around here, all it's got to be a summer afternoon thunderstorm. When you have damage to your property and your trees are in trouble, call the experts. Call the pros at Custom Tree Surgeons. CustomTreeSurgeons.com.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
There's a new one-stop shop for all things Jags. Subscribe to the 1010XL Jaguars YouTube channel. One-on-one interviews with players, practice footage, podcasts, and more. If you're looking for the best Big Cat coverage around, look no further. 1010XL Jaguars on YouTube.
Hey, Hicken here for Lockhart Construction. That's a longtime Jacksonville business. Shane's dad started the company. His dad, his guys are all people from here, taking care of people who live here, people like the Hicken family. We needed a new bathroom, and we called Lockhart Construction, and man, did they do a great job for us. And then we used them again, and we used them again. And my son needed some new siding on his house, and Lockhart Construction was there. And they sold me over and over again, whether it's working on a Saturday to get the job done expeditiously, whether it's doing it in an affordable way, whether it's doing it in a, clean way, whether it's doing it in a fast way. Man, I can't say enough good things about Shane Lockhart and Lockhart Construction. Listen, if you have a construction need, a thought, an idea, a remodel, give Shane a call. He'll call you back. That's how he works. 994-3865. Shane Lockhart, Lockhart Construction, 994-3865.
I'm Frank Frangie with the Nimnik Nugget. Training camp practice is underway this week, and I can't wait. The Jaguars' trajectory before a season, I'm not sure has ever been better. Brand new stadium agreed to. The quarterback's going to be here a long time. The best pass rush is going to be here a long time. I'm excited about Trevor Lawrence and Josh Hines-Allen, but I'm excited about the entire Jaguar team. If ever you were going to get excited before a season, this is the year to do it with the Jaguars. I'm Frank Frangie for the Nimnik family of dealers. Frank Frangie here, ready to experience used-phoria? You can with Car Bravo at Nimnik Buick GMC, Jacksonville's only Car Bravo certified dealer. Buying a certified used vehicle has never felt better. With Car Bravo, Nimnik Buick GMC can certify all makes and models: Honda, Toyota, Kia, Mazda, Ford. Nimnik Buick GMC is proud to be named the #1 Car Bravo dealer in the Southeast region and top 10 in the country. So shop online at Nimnik Buick GMC. Nimnik, your friends in the car business since 1941. GMC, we are professional grade.
Prosser here. As you may or may not know by now, I did the research and decided to go with Jack's Concrete Coatings for my garage floor. OMG, as the kids would say. I can't begin to tell you how good it looks, how happy we are. We brag on it anytime someone walks in the garage. They had the job finished in one day with a lifetime warranty. That's right. As the certified Pintech dealer for North Florida, the only company offering pure polyurea, I can't wait to do my patio deck next. Call 862-2000. That's the number, 862-2000, or jacksconcretecoatings.com.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry, this free examination, normally $199, is yours for free and good only through Sunday. For your free examination, call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Call now.
Bolt City Heating and Air is here to keep you cool this summer. Anytime, any day, whenever you need fast, reliable air conditioning service. Their friendly technicians have fully stocked work vans, so they can get your AC done on site the same day. Rely on a family-owned Jacksonville-grown company this summer to keep your home cooling system working smarter, not harder. Experience the Bold difference. Visit BoldCityAC.com to schedule your service appointment. BoldCityAC.com.
I've known Glenn Coleman for a long time as a friend and a lawyer. Persistent and fair, Glenn and his firm have represented clients from North Florida and South Georgia for over 40 years in all kinds of personal injury cases. If I had such a case, call Glenn at Barnes, Cohen, and Sullivan.
Start your Saturday with a whiff of the great outdoors.
Captain Kevin Favor here with Captain Kirk and Jeff Lagerman, and we bring you the fresh air of the great outdoors.
On the Nimnit Outdoors Show, presented by Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning on 1010XL.
Lauren Brooks here from Mayport CNC Fisheries. At my house, we had a feast from Mayport CNC Fisheries with the freshest shrimp around, and it was unbelievable. They also have oysters, scallops, mahi, and so much more. Want to eat like a local? Head to the beach and visit my friends at Mayport CNC Fisheries.
Smooth sailing and a smooth taste of Vida de Luis, an all-natural tequila made with volcanic spring water and aerated to provide a smoother finish. Go to VidaDeLuis.com and set a course for smooth living today.
Right now, you may be running a little late, or feeling stressed, or overwhelmed, and you may be going a bit over the speed limit. So to help you relax, exhale. Ease up on the gas. You'll get there when you get there. Take a moment to just chill. This little break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
Friday on The Franchi Show. Tune in for the House Call segment brought to you by Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Rehab. Join the discussion as a JOI expert tells you about hip replacements. JOI, where the pros go.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
How he's playing and the proximity from the receiver and aggressiveness and things like this, that's what he does well. And so we want him to do the things that he does well, and then we're going to work on some of his deficiencies and things like that and try to make him continue an all-around player.
That's Ryan Nielsen meeting the media right now talking about newly signed Tyson Campbell. And again, these, the one thing I'll say about the Jags and Shad Khan, he's made commitments to guys, and now it's up to those guys to deliver. Tyson Campbell, Josh Hines-Allen, Trevor Lawrence all have to play better than they have. Josh Hines-Allen will take 17.5, by the way. You can play the same, and we'll be fine with that. But, yeah, and they're good football players, right?
Got to be great.
We want him to be. And Josh Hines-Allen was great last year. I mean, 17.5 sacks is great, so no complaints with him. But can he do it again now? That's his challenge. So they all have their own personal challenges going forward.
It's quick to see, easy to see what Ryan Nielsen's going to be. What is he's going to be mustache guy. Never mind whatever his approach is. He's going to be known here, at least out of the gate, for his appearance. He's got that. Yeah. Got that big. He looks like he should be in Tombstone. His new nickname's Tombstone.
All right, I got a couple things for you.
What do you got?
All right. First question.
Lay them on me.
Is this? I'm just.
Okay.
Who in your mind are the 5 best college coaches in the game? 5 best college football coaches.
Okay. Right now.
Yeah, you name them. Who you think? It's debatable.
I mean, well, it's
pretty. I mean, just go by the teams and how they do.
I mean, if you year in, year out.
I mean, we know who number 1 is.
It's Kirby. Yeah, it's not
42-2, and yeah.
You've got a lot yet to be proven. I know. Like, there's a couple of guys that haven't really, been knocking on the door the last couple of years, but in Brian Kelly and Ryan Day that I'd be okay with. I guess one way to ask yourself is if you had your choice as a Florida Gator fan and your job was open, who would you take?
Yeah. Well, Kirby's the best coach in the country.
Yeah.
I think the Alabama coach is going to do great. He's won everywhere he's gone. He has an unbelievable winning percentage. I think he's a top 10 guy. I think Lanning from Oregon is a top 10 guy. Sarkisian is. Lane Kiffin, seeing how he does this year, but he's done very well. Mike Norvell. Brian Kelly, the underrated guy that never gets talked about is Whittingham
what about
at Utah. Drinkwitz I put in the next group.
They haven't done
maybe.
anything great.
Yeah, Ryan
Although
Day.
you're Missouri, man, it is almost like a handicap. You can't win. You can't win at Missouri like you can at Georgia because of the facilities and the passion, a million reasons.
I'll name some other ones. Dabo, Drinkwitz. The Kansas guy did such a good job there, right? He's got them winning football games. Lance Leipold.
Yeah, I mean, there's different guys.
Gundy. Lincoln Riley has fallen.
Yeah,
a great deal.
What about Josh Heupel?
Josh Heupel.
What he's done it. I mean, you forget where Tennessee was not in a good spot.
What about the K-State guy from Dakota? He's done a nice job.
Yeah.
Kleeman. So anyway, my point is, so I'm looking at this list of the top 50 college football head coaches, okay? And everybody has a list. And so I'm looking, I'm like, oh, let's see where Napes is here. And he's not there. And I can't
Not in the 50?
Yeah, I can't fault it. Whatever. He's 11-14. But then I look at some of the guys, and I turn around and I see Mario Cristobal at 31.
Well, he's had 11-win seasons
I guess, at Oregon.
In Power 5.
But he's done basically what Billy's done at Miami, at Florida.
A little better, but basically.
Is he better?
They've
Well,
got winning records.
Tell you what Billy didn't do.
Huh?
Georgia Tech.
Well, and Mario didn't send out two dudes with the same number.
No.
Whatever.
I think
I can't win a pillow fight of dumbness with
fine.
my guy right now. We got to get some stuff turned around.
Understood.
Not dumbness, but dumb decisions.
Here's a guy I think is underrated, good coach. He didn't have a great year. Matt Rule. I think Matt Rule will be a good coach.
We'll see. He's got to win, though.
Yeah.
He's at Nebraska, so he's,
Where's Dion fit in all this?
Dion's hadn't done anything at the Power 5 level.
Where's Mark Stoops fit in all this? He's making a ton of money. All right, so let me ask you this next question. If Billy Napier doesn't work out, all these coaches were named, who would you take? Who would you want? You're not giving it to an assistant.
You better not.
Right?
I don't trust, my guy down there to do, I don't know what he would do per se.
I don't ask what he would do. I'm asking what you would do.
I think I would go, what I would do, I would go get Lane Kiffin.
All right.
That's who I would get.
Mm-hmm.
And I would have some fun, and I would put some personality back in my program.
Yeah.
I think what Lane Kiffin is doing at Mississippi, you can extrapolate, adding a layer or two of that. And whatever it is about Lane Kiffin that's attracting the kind of talent he is to Ole Miss, I think would also work in the Sunshine State, and he'd be, Dart Visor too. And, yeah, I think that's who I could get excited about.
Okay.
And he's and has matured from it. He's also matured from his, Billy Bratt stage, or seems to have.
Yeah.
And so I think he's at the right time of his career. And by the way, don't think that hadn't been rumored out there either.
Oh, sure.
Especially on the message board. So that, and there are some great coaches out there.
All right, give me another one.
Okay.
Just out of curiosity.
I'm assuming certain guys you can't get, right? I mean,
sure. Like Dan Lanning ain't coming.
No, right. So I'm trying to keep it within that. In that lane.
Kirby Smart ain't
correct.
coming.
I'm not going to say Kirby. I'm not going to.
Sark ain't coming. Now you could always call him.
Yeah. But I guess I don't. Maybe. There's not a lot here I love now, but maybe James Franklin. I mean, the problem is you're going to ask James Franklin to do in the SEC what he couldn't do in the Big Ten. So I wouldn't be super.
Well, that's what my point is.
But he did it at Vandy, right? He did. He was. So I don't know. There's nobody out there that just what about Dabo, right? You'd take him, wouldn't you?
He ain't coming.
Well, that's true.
He ain't coming.
Well, it's a hard question when you have to limit your options based on opinion. I don't know who would come and who wouldn't. Who knows? Sometimes these guys do strange moves.
Yeah. I don't know.
I tell you what jumps out at me from going over this list with Saban now gone and Urban having left, years ago. It feels like it's Kirby and a big gap.
Yeah, I think, potentially DeBoer, Lanning.
But right now,
Sark.
Okay. Keep going until you give me at least one guy who's won a championship.
Well, Dabo.
That's way down. You wouldn't put him right now, though, in your hot 10 or your hot 7 or whatever you want to do. You wouldn't put him in there.
No.
I mean, the hot guys up there are Norvell and DeBoer and Sark. Ryan Day's winning 10, 11 games, man. You be careful when you get tired of a guy just because he's only winning 11, 12 a year and winning natties.
It's a different world up there. They don't beat Michigan. They get mad.
I hear you.
They get mad.
You say you don't go get an assistant yet. Look at some of these guys that we've named. I mean, where did Kirby come from?
Yeah.
He wasn't a head coach.
Yeah.
If you get the right assistant, that just worked out perfect for them.
Yeah.
He's one of yours.
He's their Spurrier. Odds first head coach to be fired, Billy Napier plus 400, Sam Pittman plus 500, Mario Cristobal plus 600, Dave Aranda plus 700, Chuck Leah from Vandy, why, plus 800.
Billy Napier, you're telling me, is the most likely coach to be fired in college football.
That's what I'm looking at
That
right
plus
there.
400 is the lowest odds.
Yes.
Yeah, so Vegas thinks he's the most likely coach in college football to
Hottest
be fired
of the hot
first.
seats. Hottest of the hot seats.
That is, by the way, a terrible bet in Vegas because that's not the temperature they've got it turned. Now, he could get there if he decides to go 2-10 or 3-9.
Mm-hmm.
But that is not the temperature down there. Like, I think he could survive another 5-7, and next year would be like explicitly. If they go 5-7 again, Dan, you feel like everything's going to fall apart. Kids are going to leave, and recruiting classes aren't going to be there, and then the program will be destroyed. This is a huge year in Florida timeline history.
Yeah, 100%. Is Joe U? Did you say Joe U's on the line? All right, let's get Joe U in.
Fire him in here.
Top of the morning, boys.
Hello, Joe.
Optimism for everybody. I love it. We got football starting next week, August 1st. I think it's a preseason game. So,
Boom.
It's
Away we
a great
go.
time.
A preseason game is one of the great conundrums in life, right? You look forward to it because it's the first one.
And then you turn it.
You turn it on.
Who are these guys?
8 minutes in, you're ready for something else.
Exactly. Hey, boys, on my team, I don't know, I think maybe the university and Mario and them are waiting to kind of use the whole story behind the kneel, I guess, when we make it to the championship. Sure. But let me give you a story behind the kneel. So, why we didn't kneel in the Georgia Tech game. The running back in question had hurt and was injured the prior 2 seasons. He had 98 yards.
Yeah.
The game was won.
Yeah.
So they wanted to give the kid 100 yards. Looking back on it, should they say, nope, sorry, you got 90. If they wanted to reward the kid, he needed 2 yards to get 100 yards. And that's what happened. The rest is history.
Yeah.
You
You justifying that one is a tough one to take here, quite frankly.
I'm just giving you the facts, bro.
Facts are facts. It's the dumbest move in coaching in the last 10 years.
Joe, here's the problem. You're trying to find the bright side in a decision that has no bright side.
Yeah.
There's not. You take the knee, you win the game.
You know what the worst part of the whole thing was? The kid was down. It wasn't even a fumble.
Yeah, I don't care about all that. Yeah, you put him in that position.
And then the second worst part was the fact that your defense let him score a touchdown down the field.
No time, yeah.
I mean, that was disgraceful as well. So
it was all bad.
It was all bad.
Season starts now. We got
it's a new year, Joe. The Barbs will be starting here pretty soon.
Playoffs. We will be in the playoffs. I will guarantee you that we will be in the playoffs. And nobody says that. After Mario's first 2 years, he's better than that Norville clown's first 2 years.
Yeah.
He coached at Florida State. We're ahead of the game.
Okay.
And also on your guy, give him time. People are too quick on the trigger. Y'all got the hardest schedule in college football.
Oh, yeah.
I suspect y'all will be 4-8, but they shouldn't fire the guy.
Yeah, we're not going 4-8.
And I'm not trolling.
Hang up on him. I got it.
There he goes. There. He's not trying to be mean.
I mean, honestly, to goodness, we play. If that's the case, Joe, then you should be mortally embarrassed if and when Florida beats Miami in the opener. That's a coin flip game. You're calling a key. You're looking down your nose from, I guess, the ivory tower of the ACC power structure, and you're saying a team that you're literally going to be a coin flip with. I don't know who's going to win the game, but it's a coin flip going into a game with a team that you've defined as 4-8 good. So what does that make?
All right, let's take a break.
That's all.
We'll keep it rolling. We got a lot more ahead here on The Drill. It's Thursday. It's 8:34. This is 1010XL.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Jacksonville is listening.
Duval, baby.
1010XL.
Pross, I'm thinking about changing my name.
Again? You're already the media mogul, the straw that stirs the drink, the Duke of Pablo Bay. Now what?
Refer to me as Dreamfinders Danny Hicken.
What in the blazes? Is this a cash grab?
No, it's just that I believe so much in Dreamfinders Homes. 20 locations in Northeast Florida, official home builder of Jags and Gators. Great opportunity for first-time homeowners.
All right. Dreamfinders Danny it is.
Did I mention the lowest interest rates you can find? Visit dreamfindershomes.com. Now let Dreamfinders Danny celebrate through the majesty of song. Dreamfinders, I believe they will build your home just right. Hey, Hicken here from our friends at Rhino Shield. Brace for hurricane season with Rhino Shield, man. Let me tell you about Rhino Shield. That home exterior coating that they will put on your home Man, it withstands 96-mile-per-hour wind-driven rains, keeps your home safe and dry. Rhino Shield's advanced ceramic technology also helps keep your home cooler, reduces your energy bills. But wait, there's more. This summer, take advantage. 30% off. 0% interest financing. 0%. Plus a 25-year transferable warranty. What are you waiting for? Call Rhino Shield today. 414-4868. 414-4868. Get that free estimate. Or you can also go to rhinoshieldjax.com to sign up. That's rhinoshieldjax.com.
Looking for a new vehicle? Take a look at Jenkins Hyundai of Jacksonville. Now's the time to save big this summer. Choose from more than 250 new and over 1,000 used and certified pre-owned vehicles on the lot, or shop anytime at JenkinsHyundaiofJacksonville.com. Hyundai has one of the top warranties in the business. Lifetime powertrain and a 5-year bumper-to-bumper warranty, plus 3 years free maintenance on a new vehicle. Give us the opportunity to earn your business today. Atlantic Boulevard, Jacksonville, or visit JenkinsHyundaiofJacksonville.com. Welcome to the family.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes, and summer's here on the First Coast. You know, long days, short sleeves, and soaring temperatures that can do a number on your AC. Look, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard it 1,000 times. Hope is not a plan. So do what I did and plan ahead with expert AC tune-ups from Fenwick Home Services to avoid those costly summer breakdowns. Fenwick has you covered with same-day service, including maintenance plans, free same-day estimates, and guaranteed repairs. Book your expert tune-up today and avoid costly breakdowns tomorrow. Plan ahead instead of hoping for the best. Online at FenwickHomeservices.com. That's FenwickHomeservices.com.
Does the building you go to work in every day need a little love and attention? Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Great companies take great care of the buildings their staff and customers walk into every day. If the building you're in doesn't match the vision you have for your company, we can help. Go to performance-painting.com. Our highly trained team makes the difference. Quality coatings applied with pride.
Performance Painting. This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On July 25th, 1956, Pittsburgh Pirates' Roberto Clemente hits MLB's first and only walk-off inside the park grand slam for a 9-8 win over the Chicago Cubs.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality product and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Yo, E to the T here, and we've all been there before. A weekend trip to the casino? Canceled because real life came calling. MyBookie's new and improved online casino is here to change the game. Dive into a truly realistic casino experience featuring the latest in slots, progressive jackpots, and live dealer action. All from the comfort of the crib, my boy. I love the live casino. Just go to MyBookie and click Live Casino at the top. You'll find the dealers ready to spin just like you're at the casino. The MyBookie Casino provides a Las Vegas experience with the actions in your hands, and you don't even need to wear pants, my guy. Start at MyBookie today with a generous sign-up bonus using promo code 1010XL and a revamped loyalty program that'll ensure the host an exclusive VIP perk. So sign up and hit the casino with promo code 1010XL. The more you play, the more you win. Only with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
Hey, Jacksonville Koozies, it's me, Soccer Sam, for Salvatore's Pizza. Rochester, New York's favorite pizza is now open in Jacksonville, Florida, Tapestry Park at the Loft Hotel Plaza. Daily $10 deals, dine in with beer and wine, and delivery at salvatores.com. The famous Formoso family brings Salvatore's Pizza, Rochester's favorite pizza, including our 32-piece sheet pizza for your next event. Do it with me, baby. Salvatores.com.
It's time to fire up your grills, shoot off some fireworks, and launch one of the biggest sales in the history of the United States. It's our independent sale happening right now at Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet. Whether you drive a car, a truck, or an EV, everyone is welcome to celebrate our independent sale with the lowest prices, largest inventory, and the most love for our country. Come celebrate with Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville. You don't want to miss this.
This is David Lane. After suffering through several painful injuries to my shoulder, back, and knees, I've taken my issues to Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, and without fail, they've been a tremendous help towards solving my problems. If you have any orthopedic situations, don't procrastinate. Take action today. Give those aches and pains to the pros at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. You'll be glad you did.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
I'm Slim Shady, yes, I'm the real Shady. All you other Slim Shadys are just imitating, so won't the real Slim
This is piped in live this morning from Bengals training camp as Slim Shady Joe Burrow takes the practice field with whatever in the hockey sticks that decision was all about. But if you've missed Joe Burrow, just put on an action movie from the 80s and find the bleached blonde, buzz cut, tank top wearing villain. That's Joe Burrow. He's made his whole face look different. He's like the OA. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. The guy could be so many different character actors with this getup that he's got. And by this getup, again, he's buzz cut it tight, and it's like that bleach blonde Annie Lennox Eurythmics Billy Idol blonde.
Oh,
yeah.
Didn't he also do something in Paris? Like, didn't he go to the fashion show?
Yeah,
and
he
wear
did. He wore
something?
something strange one time. Yeah, he's Joe's out there a little bit, man. He's out there a little bit, but a heck of a player. He needs to be healthy. There's some back corner whispering and rumors in NFL circles. It's not mainstream yet. They're not going on the NFL Today Sunday at 12:30 on opening kickoff, or Schefter's not going to go with it in the morning. There is concern within and without about Joe Burrow and that wrist injury, and whether he's going to be able to do all the things that he did and could do pre-injury. So we'll see. Something to watch.
Oh. Well, we'll keep an eye on that and see how it goes.
I have two entities. It's fun at this time of the year as you see teams gather and you're reminded of some off-season storylines. They're a little more impactful when you actually see video of, say, Derrick Henry running for the Ravens rather than just the press conference of Derrick Henry introduced. Right. Have you seen clips from Derrick Henry at Ravens camp?
No.
He looks so fit to me, Dan. I don't want to say small or thin. Those aren't words that would ever be used to describe Derrick Henry, but he looks in. I told you this yesterday off air. We never got to it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Derrick Henry's going to have that didn't Marcus Allen have one deep in his career? I feel like Derrick Henry's about to go out and rush for 2,000 yards. I feel this is his last hurrah. He's going to Baltimore.
Not against
He's going to be a big-time signing for them. He's going to live up. He's going to stay healthy. No one runs it like the Ravens. He's just going to, they're going to hand him the ball 10 times this Sunday where he goes 5 yards before he's touched.
I'll say this. There's never been a better fit for a free agent. Like we were saying back in November. And we may wonder why he left Tennessee, or why Tennessee let him go. Because we were saying back in November, man, Derrick Henry's leaving Tennessee. Yeah, you know what'd be a good fit? Baltimore.
Yeah.
It's obvious. It's a no-brainer.
And I'll say this, too. We don't let these two worlds meld together very often.
Mm-hmm.
You want to be the hero of your fantasy league? Sit there with the 6th or 7th pick, knowing that Derrick Henry will be available with the 25th pick, and go ahead and take him 6th or 7th and get the most points at the running back position in the league. Just a little flyer there. Right. I need to try something crazy. I'm going the 30th year of this league. I still haven't won it. I'm like the Jags.
Are you in again this year?
I'm going to do it again. Okay. Why not?
Yeah, why not?
My interest and my attention and all that has waned through the years, but I'll donate.
Gibby, if you would, sir, I need some pop quiz music. Pop quiz music.
His palms are sweaty.
Brought this in.
Cincinnati spaghetti.
We're going to go top 10.
Joe Burrow's not ready, huh?
Top 10 colleges sending the most athletes to Paris this summer. Top 10 colleges sending the most athletes to Paris this summer. That's 10. That's a wide range.
What are the numbers?
When will you? 51 to 23.
Okay. I got to think Stanford is going to be in the list.
Number one, 51 athletes that are affiliated with the Stanford Cardinal. The Trees.
I got 3 SEC programs that I want to say that I want to go with, and I'm just afraid to.
10, top 10.
I'm going to go Texas.
Texas, number 6. 30 athletes.
Am I out?
No, I said top 10.
Okay, not 5. All right, good. All right, let's go. All right, Florida.
Florida, number 4 with 40 athletes. Florida Gators.
LSU, I always think of. No?
LSU's number 7 with 28.
Okay. There's a couple that don't like.
You've gotten Stanford, Florida, Texas, LSU. 4 for 4. Going for the top 10. Wide array.
Yeah, there are, man. There was like a program. I know this is such a boon or bust. I probably should go like a little safer and go out west and go like USC.
That your pick?
No, I said that's what I should do. I said.
Number 2, USC.
Yeah, USC.
44.
Yeah. Gotta go west. Just south and west.
5.
All right.
5 for 10. Here we go. And he keep the game going, ladies and gentlemen.
So what? Okay, the one that my lowest number. How many do they have?
28. LSU.
LSU has 28. Wow.
We have 27, 24, and 23 still at 8, 9, and 10. We have others.
I tend
number
to think.
3 and number 5.
I tend to think of swimming and track.
3, 5, 8, 9, and 10.
But man,
3, 5, 8, 9, and 10.
All right.
There's
and you know what's the problem is right now? There's like an obvious one. They're all screaming, and I'm not. They're escaping me at the moment. I said Texas already, right?
You did.
Let's go.
3, 5, 8, 9, and 10. I need an answer, please. I need you to suggest.
I'm going off the wall, so to end this, if it's wrong.
Arkansas, number 10 at 23.
Whoa, what about that one, huh? Okay, I won't take forever then.
6 for 10.
We'll move along. All right, I don't know why. This one popped into my head early, and I don't know why. I don't think they're even in there. I think this one, and I'm going to go North Carolina.
North Carolina, the game has.
Yeah, there we go. I need to end it. What are the rest?
Michigan is 3rd.
Yeah, I forgot about them. I was going to say Cal.
Cal is 5th.
I should have said Cal. I was going to say Texas A&M.
No, Tennessee is 8th.
All right, Tennessee's another one I consider.
And UCLA is 9th.
UCLA, I thought I said.
Stanford, USC, Michigan, Florida, Cal, Texas, LSU, Tennessee, UCLA, and the Arkansas HOGS Razorbacks.
Of course, the Jaguars season will kick off with the first opening national anthem at 1 o'clock on Sunday, September, 9th.
Okay.
But they are going to go ahead and play the first quarter that Thursday if you want to catch it.
What?
Oh, no, wait. That's the Olympics.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't understand. I've never understand this concept. They do it all the time. If the Olympics are going to start on Wednesday, then let's hold the opening ceremonies, I don't know, on Tuesday night, Dan. It's strange as get out to me that there will be medals awarded before the opening ceremonies take place.
Mm-hmm.
Or will there be? Are these just all prelim kind of things? Did you watch any Olympics yesterday?
No. I didn't know they were on.
I have no appointment viewing in Olympics. I just fall into whatever's on. And once I fall into whatever's on, they may give me that day's schedule, and I may note, I want to see that. And then often I will even forget that that's on. But in no way as the Olympics get started tomorrow will I sit down with a game plan. I'm sure a lot of people do that, Hick. They game plan. They look at the schedule, which events are when. They make notes of what they want to watch or see. Now, we have an advantage in that we do nothing but talk sports every day, so it's just by osmosis. We're going to know those things. I don't get super psyched for the Olympics. I find it to be good filler TV. Where are you at on the Olympiad? Not super psyched. I'm going to admit it. I do get it. I get it. It's filler TV. There will be 4 or 5 storylines or events as the events go on that will really grab me.
Yeah, it's reality TV though nightly. If you like that,
Yeah.
There's great storylines. They do a good job of showing them. I don't go searching. Oh, I missed basketball. It's kind of usually how it works for me.
Yeah. I think sometimes I can get caught up in it as it's going on, and they'll remind me, hey, coming up at 8, Simone Biles goes for a all-round championship. Coming up at 10, the U.S. volleyball team plays for bronze. Then that will string me along. How many hours do you think, honest investment of and basically it's probably on 14 hours a day every day, right? You can probably watch the Olympics 14 hours a day in some form or fashion with all the
Olympics have gone to the full Peacock Red Zone.
We're going to show it all live. We'll repeat some stuff, but if it's going, we're going to show it to you live. Maybe some odd timing, but not terrible timing. I think it's 5-hour difference, maybe.
You said UCLA was what? They were one of the top 10 with the many athletes. I'm surprised you missed that one, Jeff, after this yesterday.
We're a school that's won, 123 championships, so this fits us being right in this conference. Football-wise, we're just excited. I'm sure you guys don't know too much about UCLA, but our football program, but we're in LA.
So is USC.
UCLA. Got it.
Oh, dear.
It's us and USC.
Can you repeat the question?
Abort.
Can you repeat the question?
Oh, boy.
Gene, can you take the rest?
Is that the same Deshaun Foster, the running back?
Yes, that's him.
Wow.
UCLA grad.
Was it a prank? What is he doing?
No, I think he just got lost, and then he did choke for a second. He had a panic attack there, a quiet panic attack. It looks like just kind of, oh gosh, where am I? What's going on? Next questions. How many hours are you going to watch of the Olympics? If you had a guess, what would you put the over or under on?
You're asking me?
Yeah, I think I would bet the over on a lot of people.
Yeah,
I think if you're in for a penny, you're in for a pound. You know what I mean? You may have a design on not watching. If you do watch at all and get into it, you're going to end up blowing way by your over/under. And if you don't get in and really watch, you may not watch at all.
Yeah,
it's going to help the Olympics when it comes to my Nielsen box, my ratings box. They can the Olympics can send a check to the Atlanta Braves because they're unwatchable. I don't watch them now.
You don't watch them?
I don't watch them. I'm done.
Playing the Mets for 4 games. You're
not
watching?
Mm-mm.
Got Chris Sale going tonight.
Good luck to him. What I'll do is I do now is I follow the game, and then if they're winning, I'll click over, or I'll go to the DVR, that I'm taping, and I'll go up to the good parts. That's where I am right now. I use the DVR now as a good. I used to get up and watch the game on 1 speed or something, but now it's just what did we do? Yeah, I'm not. Just Command Delete.
Boy, the Mets lit up Garrett Cole twice this year.
Yeah, I know.
Good
impressive.
Stuff.
Good for y'all. You're playing great. Is that where? So we go to the Mets now?
Huh?
You literally could pass us this weekend.
Yeah.
It's the only good thing about it. I'm not going to be super mean or whatever. It doesn't matter. You did the funeral. I know it's all a bit of long summer, but the only good thing about the funeral is it keeps the reins on you from coming at me too hard. So it's kind of a win. Even coming at me hard right now. My team is in the middle of just a despair of sewage. We're about to take it on. But if they win, he says this now, but if they win 3 out of 4, it'll be a little softer message because technically it's the attack of the zombies. But I don't want to get into that. I want to let you enjoy your baseball.
Let me take you back to 2022. We went up to Canton, Ohio. We beat the living hell out of you 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
And we were up 10 games on you.
We were good then, though.
And it was still July,
but
and
we were good then.
And we lost.
But we were good then.
So, you weren't not when you were talking about them. So, we've been the nail to the hammer of Atlanta for a long time. I'm not.
Be nice. You would feel real good.
I don't have this feeling.
It's not just me.
And also, I don't have.
It's not me.
I would have told you.
I used to be the bane of the Braves' existence to you, but I'm not that anymore.
2 years ago.
You hate the Braves far worse other reasons than me. I used to be number 1 on the power poll. But now it's your social media sparring. It's Braves fans. It's Braves Twitter. Right.
It's Gibby.
It's Gibby. You hate Gibby a lot more than me.
And Gibby's such a fanboy with the Braves.
And I used to be just me, Gibby.
Here's the thing about Gibby. By the way, I'll say this. Every day since on the last 2.5 years, Gibby posts something about how incredible the Atlanta Braves are.
I love it.
Haven't heard a damn thing in 3 months.
Well, that's because we're no good now.
That's what happens when you lose half your team.
Let's go to break.
They're all stars.
Let's just go to break. We'll just do that right now. It's a Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday. 9 o'clock. These boys like to say 9 o'clock nasty. I don't know about all that.
Let's do it.
We do have head coach Jason Gibson of the Sharks putting the wraps on his season, ended on a high note, so we'll do that as well. You're listening to The Drill, 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
You're exactly the kind of hero the world needs. At the end of the day,
comes down to the same question I've been asking my wife every Friday night for the last 20 years. Do you want some of this?
1010XL. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Right now, you may be running a little late, or feeling stressed, or overwhelmed, and you may be going a bit over the speed limit. So to help you relax, exhale. Ease up on the gas. You'll get there when you get there. Take a moment to just chill. This little break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
This is Greg Huntington, a.k.a. The Mangler. I'm on the winning team at Waste Management. WM is the largest sustainability company in North America. If your business needs sustainable environmental services for waste removal and recycling collection, then you can count on the industry leader of WM to deliver results. Your services will be completed in a timely, safe, and eco-friendly manner. Go to WM.com, and get signed up today. If anyone can talk trash, it's the Mangler. Go Team WM, and as always, Duval!
Bueller Air and Plumbing presents Are You Cool?
Today's challenger, a paint color namer from Jacksonville, Florida. Meet Irving Stapler.
Hi, Howie.
So the next round is word association. I'll say a word and you give me the first word you think of. Engagement ring.
Jeweler.
Gas station.
Fueler.
Aaron Burr.
Dueler.
Air conditioning.
Wow. Jeez. It's a toughie.
Come on, Irv. The sponsor's going to kill me now.
Oh, Bueller. That's right, Irv. If your AC is struggling through the summer heat, the first name you should think of for fast, friendly, 5-star service is Bueller Air and Plumbing. The name to know to make sure you are cool.
Have a beer, Irv.
Cooler.
Stay cooler with Bueller. Visit BuellerAir.com.
Now that's what I call high-quality H2O. If you want high-quality water throughout your home, call your local water boy. We install equipment to solve any water problem. WaterBoyJAX.com.
Prosser here. As you may or may not know by now, I did the research and decided to go with Jack's Concrete Coatings for my garage floor. OMG, as the kids would say. I can't begin to tell you how good it looks, how happy we are. We brag on it anytime someone walks in the garage. They had the job finished in one day with a lifetime warranty. That's right. As the certified Pintech dealer for North Florida, the only company offering pure polyurea, I can't wait to do my patio deck next. Call 862-2000. That's the number, 862-2000, or jacksconcretecoatings.com.
Hi, this is Dave Barker. Multi-unit hair grafting is now available at IHRS and can give you 3 times more hair in one procedure over a traditional hair transplant.
Multi-unit hair grafting gave me more hair in one procedure and within my budget.
You can grow your hair back with this exclusive new procedure. Call for a free evaluation. Call IHRS 904-777-IHRS 777-IHRS 777-4477.
Wondering what you're going to do for dinner tonight? Southern Steer Butcher is a full-service butcher that offers take-and-bake side options that are oven-ready.
Now open in Ortega. For tasty tips and juicy breasts, choose Southern Steer Butcher.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Tropical Smoothie Cafe. One of the questions still hanging as the Jaguars open training camp is who will be the offensive play caller. Head coach Doug Peterson didn't give much of an answer.
Yeah, we're still in discussions with all that, and, I'm not ready to make a public decision yet.
FSU football head coach Mike Norvell, as the Noles fall camp got underway yesterday, commented on the progress of the quarterbacks.
I thought both guys did a nice job. Taking the opportunities in the middle of the field are big, so you got to be very certain in what you see. Timing of it is so critical.
It was a big addition for Gator baseball, as former University of South Florida Bulls utility man Bobby Bozer is transferring to the Gators for the next season. Going into the next campaign, he will be versatile to the Gator infield. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
It's 82 degrees at 9 o'clock. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, another great guest on the Garber Auto Mall phone line.
Hello.
We can wiggle it.
All right, let's talk Sharks football. They've been a great partner through the years. And played, unfortunately, sadly, for this year, their last game of the year ended the regular season. But, man, we're joined right now on the hotline by head coach Jason Gibson. And, certainly don't have the front row seat that you do, Coach, as you watch this team, develop over the course of the year. It seems from sitting in this chair as if you started to find yourself and play a lot better in the final 2, 3, 4 weeks of the season.
Yeah, it went really well. It went 3 of 4 to finish the year. Even that one game, we lose to the first seed by 3, which we could have won. We had a penalty and a safety. But, to finish that strong, kind of get our identity going forward and be able to really start building for next year.
What was the difference for you, Coach? Tell the listener what, why the last 4 you got the 3 wins, and as often is the case in football, it feels like there's a certain position that that leads to that.
Well, I don't care what league you're in, if it's Pee Wee football or flag or college. If you have a quarterback, you have a top-tier quarterback, you can play. I think 2 things. I thought defensively we started playing really consistent and making teams, and I've said this before, making teams make plays on 3rd and 4th down. I think the key we didn't do earlier in the year was getting teams to 3rd and 4th down, because those play calls become harder. People get a little more nervous. In the last 3 or 4 games defensively, if you look at what we did, beginning of the year, we're giving up 50, 60 points. Into the season, I don't think we give up over 44. We start, 28, 33, 44, 42. And then offensively, obviously, I think the last 5 games, we, averaged almost 49 points a game, which put us like 5th in the league. So there was a lot of things that went with it, but, quarterback play was one of them.
I'm guessing is that priority number 1? And I know how difficult it is to maintain sometimes your personnel from year to year, but because of everything you described, I mean, what does that make the quarterback, the position, or re-signing a priority?
It's already done.
There you go.
I mean, I haven't really announced it yet, but
okay.
I kind of announced it, but I mean, it's no secret. I mean, that's what we want to do, and when you think of the Jacksonville Sharks, you think of premier quarterbacks with Aaron Garcia, Tommy Grady, and you think of those guys, and we had to make sure we had that type of guy, and we found them, and we got them, and then we move on from there. You got to have, just like the Jags, the Trevor Lawrences of the world, you got to have that guy, and you build around it.
Yeah. Well, that gives you obviously a year under your belt here, and we've talked all year. I think everyone's kind of well aware of the differences that in the indoor football that we're also used to seeing, and you've been so used to coaching and playing all these years, and certainly by the end of the year you get things figured out. You end hot. It's not just you end hot, like you said. You're beating good teams. You're playing good teams close, and so now that I'm sure that gives you at least a little bit of a little bit of an uplifting feeling heading into the off season. So just your I guess expectations now heading into year number 2 and attacking this off season.
Oh wow! I mean, obviously it's the Jacksonville Sharks, man, and it's not that I'm not scared to say it, but the fans expect won playoff games and championships.
Mm-hmm.
So, we got a 1-year bogey, didn't want to take it, or a mulligan or whatever you want to call it. But, now there's no more excuses. But I thought the last 4 games, we're not even close to where we need to be, and we still finished 3 of the last 4.
Yeah.
So, considering that fact that we can be even better than that, my number one priority going into next year is we don't lose at home. That's got to be a priority, and I've got to get the mentality into the players that, if we look at the schedule, I don't care how good or how bad we are, we're 8-0. We've got 8 wins because we win at home. That's a priority.
Yeah. That's Jason Gibson, head coach of the Jacksonville Sharks. Coach, appreciate it. Enjoy the ride with you during the course of the year. I'm sure we'll talk to you a few times here in the offseason.
Coach.
You're welcome. Stop by anytime.
Guys.
All right, Coach. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
All right, my man. There he goes. That's Jason Gibson, Sharks head coach. You heard him. They won 3 of the last 4. They found the quarterback late. You got to have him. He detailed that. That's been synonymous with the successful years that we've had here. It's, of course, your favorite was old Touchdown Tommy.
I love Touchdown Tommy.
Can I get his last name, please?
Touchdown Tommy Vardell.
No.
He just mentioned him, didn't he?
Did he say his last name?
I think he did.
Touchdown Tommy. Was it Grady?
Grady. Yeah, he mentioned
Grady.
Big, tall kid.
I'm
Aaron
sorry,
Garcia won us one.
I was in the Bahamas.
Yeah, you were.
I was actually reading.
You and Gene Smith. Thanks for helping me out in the interview there.
Yeah.
I mean, I tell you,
I was
appreciate
actually
that.
reading. Eugene Fournette wrote a real nice article on Tim Tebow, and one of the things that stuck out. I'll tell you what he wrote about. But Tim Tebow turns 37 in August.
Still young man.
37 though. Tim Tebow.
I got to say, I don't want to get. Okay, I'm sorry.
It's about his not new. It's about what he's doing, and he is making a huge impact in this world with the
trafficking world,
massive worldwide operation. It's a ministry. It's what he's been able to do. He has approximately 200 employees around the world. He calls it MVPs, most vulnerable people. It's a multifaceted focus. They have their night to shine, but they also are fighting human trafficking and exploitation. They're assisting medically challenged kids.
Can I add in just one thing right here at that point of it?
Mm-hmm.
I had intimate knowledge into all this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some of what Tim Tebow is doing through his foundation with his wife, right? And some of the groups he's aligned with are literally these action movies you see on Netflix.
Yeah.
Where they send Chris Pratt and a couple of dudes into some hellhole somewhere to grab, kidnapped or trafficked, usually young women and girls, and escape.
Yeah.
And that's literally the kind of stuff that they're doing. I mean, it's
90 countries are benefiting from the foundation services. Beyond Night to Shine fights human trafficking and child exploitation, provides safe havens in places like Jacksonville and also undisclosed locations. Domestic task forces, which is what you're talking about, to combat trafficking in our country, Maryland, Tennessee, Virginia, and
Dan,
Florida.
these are some, can I just say this? These are some badass dudes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've met some of those teams, the recovery teams, those independent contractor type teams. I mean, what these guys are doing is heaven sent, man.
Yeah.
The hard, scary work that's not hard and scary for them. They just go do it. And the time and effort and real heart that Tebow and his wife are throw into that. I was at the Tebow Gala, the fundraiser for his foundation and all that work that they do this year. And they had a couple of little girls that they rescued.
Mm-hmm.
And hear their stories, Dan. It's like we can't imagine what goes on in the world.
Yeah.
What happens to people's daughters and cousins. And that's true, too. And I don't mean to dismiss that. But my goodness. And hear these little girls.
It is estimated more than 400,000 children are trafficked in the U.S. alone each year.
Yeah.
So
400?
400,000.
I was going to say, huh?
So
no, I know. And
43% is forced labor, 13% is commercial sex trade, 44% is forced marriage, 54% of human trafficking involves females. 80% of sexual exploitation also being female.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot of levels, a lot of definitions, a lot of categories that is just like, the worst thing in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Just treat human beings like chattel. And anyway, but you're okay. Good. I'll take a look. I'll take a look at that.
Yeah. It's Eugene
Strength.
Eugene did a great job on it. So, anyways, a shout out to him, and it's a great read if you want to check it out.
Yeah, and you should be proud of that effort. You should be proud of those efforts that he's putting in, man.
Yeah,
I mean, not you. I mean, just in general. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to call it to the if this. They missed an opportunity, I think, here with the pamphlet, the Times Union. They're doing. Have you seen this? The top 100 pro athletes from Jacksonville. Have you followed this at all? Are you aware they're even doing this?
No.
Well, they've been doing it. And now they're getting to the part where it's just, the historians over there, like Frinney and Smitter and some of those guys, this list is junk.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, this list is wrong, man.
Oh,
yeah.
All right.
I don't have the specifics in front of me, but. And there's some people on there I love, man. I do. I don't want any trouble with Nate Campbell, but he damn sure is not the 21st best, pro athlete from Jacksonville.
You're going to whip your ass.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want any of that
Prosser
smoke.
talking, Nate.
Nate, I don't want any of that
Straight
smoke,
Nate,
man.
that's Prosser.
I don't want any of that smoke. I don't want any of it. I'm just saying. I think I can come up with another 30 or so.
All right. The Gators, FSU this year, do you know FSU's having renovations at the Doak, so their capacity is going to be a lot like Jacksonville.
Are they using Lincoln Logs or Tinker Toys?
55,000 will be the capacity, apparently, according to
55
TD Online. Yeah.
Well, that's probably. I think that's
when
a little
finished,
more than what they were hoping.
70.
Isn't that more than what they were hoping?
I don't know.
Were they full last year, or was last year already? Was last year the half year? Or you don't know that either. You don't really know.
They were full last year.
They were full capacity. You sure about that?
What kind of questions are these?
I don't know. I was wondering, were they having construction last year? And so I think, because I want to think they had a year with less than what the number you just gave me, but I could be wrong.
They did have a year with less when they were 3-9.
There you go. The guy reading the book. Remember that guy?
Guy reading the book.
Guy reading the book up there, top of the. We got a lot of book readers down there in Gainesville. We need to have a book burning. Is what we need to do week one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, book burning. No reading the book on the upper deck.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's do this. Let's grab a break. We'll keep it rolling, man. 9 o'clock nasty ahead. I saw Caglione get interviewed by the Royals booth yesterday as he makes his way out there to Kansas City. Boy, if this kid is a player, man, Kansas City with Caglione and Bobby Witt Jr., man, the future is bright. Or will it just be Soto, Judge, and everybody else on the Yankees? You still got to have good players around them.
Yeah.
You can have Mantle and Ruth, but if you have 7 other, automatics, it don't help.
Yeah, I hear you. All right. It is a custom tree surgery.
Yes,
Thursday
it is.
On the drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Imagine driving a late model Corvette, BMW, Mercedes, Lexus, Honda, Chevy, Ford, and more, all at a fraction of the original sticker price. Visit Vaughn Motor Group's indoor showroom and browse a great selection of dream cars that are inspected with warranties. Before you make your next auto purchase, check out Vaughn Motor Group on San Jose Boulevard or at vaughnmotorgroup.com for a complete inventory listing. If you can dream it, you can drive it at Vaughn Motor Group.
Men, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE, Prime Men's Medical Center will get your sex life back in just one visit. Their painless, breakthrough medical treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Prime Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Prime Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments will restore your sex life regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. Plus, you'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients will have their testosterone checked free. Call 904-902-8222. 904-902-8222. To regain your sex life in just one visit, call now. 904-902-8222.
Are you embarrassed by your ugly, cracked concrete driveway? Need to enhance your home's curb appeal? Stonecore on Phillips Highway is your one-stop shop for all your outdoor needs. Replacing with new stone pavers will transform your driveway into a stunning work of art. Say goodbye to unsightly concrete and hello to beautiful, durable pavers that last for years. Visit Stonecore today and let's beautify your home together. Stonecore.co. We do outdoors better.
Looking to elevate your game night experience? Look no further than Best Bet. We're not just a card room, we're your destination for excitement, fun, and big wins. Whether you're a seasoned player or new to the game, we have something for everyone. Join us at Best Bet Jacksonville, Orange Park, or St. Augustine for thrilling tournaments, exciting promotions, and a vibrant atmosphere that will take your game night to the next level. Elevate your game night at Best Bet. Visit bestbetjacks.com to learn more. That's bestbetjacks.com.
Nothing came easy, and he wouldn't have it any other way.
It's blue-collar line of scrimmage football. I'm Tom McManus, and I join Jaguars Today Fridays from 10 to noon.
Brought to you by Renewal by Anderson Windows and Doors on 1010XL.
Stevie Beatrice from Beatrice Plumbing here. A lot of plumbing companies say a lot of things. We focus on what customers say. Like who a few weeks ago, Donna, said the entire experience was the best fix-it experience she ever had. Or Chris, whose hot water went out on a Saturday and he thanked us for getting it fixed that night. Because that's the difference when you hire a real plumber. They show up to fix the problem. So next time you need a plumber, remember Beatrice Plumbing. Because real plumbers fix problems real fast.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Veterans, did you know VA mortgage rates have plummeted and you can now access up to 100% of your home's equity and turn that into cash right now? Hey, it's Roger Moore, President and CEO of Loan Pronto, announcing our VA Equity Advantage program. This VA offer can get you $50,000, $70,000, $100,000 cash out with no junk fees and no hassle. With APRs in the fives, you can pay off all those credit cards, personal loans, car loans, and get one easy-to-manage payment. Veterans we help save on average $850 per month. And listen, if you're a veteran with a current mortgage rate over 6.25%, we can do a streamlined refinance with no income verification and no appraisal, saving you hundreds a month. At Loan Pronto, we respect what you've done for our country, and we show it. Call now and ask about our special VA Equity Advantage program. 904-999-1508. 904-999-1508. LoanPronto.com. 904-999-1508.
Equal housing lender. NMLS 166-1781. Subject to lender approval. NMLS consumeraccess.org.
1010XL breaks down training camp all day. Listen for camp news with analysis and insight from the practice feed. Everything counts! 1010XL's training camp coverage is brought to you by Roland Reach Plumbing and Kingfish Pest Control. 1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, another great guest on the Garber Auto Mall phone line. Hello. We can wiggle it.
We're laying down the law, Dan.
Let's do it.
Listen, you hate for so much of a sports conversation when it like dives into the off the field, the legalese, or the contracts and deals.
Mm-hmm.
In this case, man, it's all about this whole FSU Clemson, their lawsuit against the. Do you understand any of this?
Do I understand?
Yeah. Do you understand any of this? I mean, like truly.
Yeah.
Like where things stand and what's going on.
I kind of get it. Yeah.
What's it going to take?
FSU wants out. FSU agreed to pay money or accepted the whatever it was, whatever I don't know the terms.
There you go. Well.
They accepted it and. Twice, in fact, and then all of a sudden...
Grant of rights, is that what it's called?
Yeah, and then all of a sudden they want it out, and so now they're basically suing to get out of the conference, and the ACC's bowing up and saying, right. Well, no, you're not, and that's kind of where we're at.
Let's bring in our buddy Glenn Cohen from Barnes, Cohen & Sullivan as we lay down the law here a little bit. It sounds... Is it much different so people can understand than like signing a lease on an apartment and then deciding that, well, yeah, after 4 months of my year-long lease, I want to leave without punishment, or at least for not the punishment that the contract states?
Well, since I haven't seen the contract, I can only tell you what I've read and talk to a couple of lawyers. that know more than I do about this. The real issue is going to be there are multiple lawsuits pending. There is obviously FSU's lawsuit in Leon County where the judge has refused to dismiss it. There is ACC's claim in North Carolina and Clemson's claim in, I think it's Pickens County in South Carolina, and they're all going at the same time. They're all talking about the same issues, and you have the possibility of different results, and that's unacceptable, and I can't tell you what's going to happen. I don't know. There is a possibility that these cases might have been consolidated, but where? I can't tell you that either, but I can tell you this, and this is absolutely for certain. No conference is going to accept Florida State and Clemson while the litigation is going on.
While it's going on, right.
So they have to come to some sort of agreement, and then FSU has to, obviously, they have to buy their way out of the conference. Isn't that right, Glenn? Ultimately?
Yeah, what's the legal standing?
The question is whether it's a liquidated damage, which I thought was $147 million, but now the conference is saying you got to give back all the money that you've accepted from the TV contract, which is $547 million. And I don't get it.
Is there a legal side? I mean, like, what is the legal argument for FSU and Clemson? I mean, you're in a conference, you agree to a deal, you sign the deal, you play under the deal, and then decide, well, I don't really like the deal. We've outgrown this deal. We want a new deal, or what is the legally what's the
real issues are they are complaining about the way that the conference is delving out the TV money, and whatever that argument is, it's not really clear from the pleadings, other than I guess they're claiming that some of the lesser members of the conference are getting too much money.
Right.
And I'm not sure. But I think the real issue for people that are interested in this is, and I did read this, nobody is good. I think the real result or the real way to maybe handle this is that somebody order a mediation where everybody's together, Clemson, FSU, the conference, get a really good mediator and see if they can work this out. Because it is not going to be worked out by three competing lawsuits in three different jurisdictions where the laws are different. The judges have their own ideas about what the legal issues are and what the facts might be, whether or not people are asking for a jury trial, and I don't think so. And it's a mess, and I'm not sure it's the way it is now. It may be unresolvable, is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, it's kind of where it feels.
Yeah.
It feels like it's in a stalemate. Everyone says FSU's not going to be in the ACC in X amount of time, and yet, where will they be? And at the same time, Hick and Glenn, I was looking at the top 16 betting favorites to win the championship this year.
Yeah,
there's 3 from the ACC.
Yeah.
Are there 3 from the Big 12? No.
I don't think FSU wants to go to the Big 12.
No,
I think
I don't
that's just
either.
them exploring
And
all possibilities.
And I'm told the SEC doesn't want them.
Yeah, I don't trust the SEC Big 10. What we hear, because I think everyone's playing poker. And I don't.
Be.
When if push comes to shove, and Clemson, FSU, and Miami, and North Carolina, and they're all really are available. I guess.
And another issue, guys, that they brought up in the litigation is FSU's claiming that the ACC filed, I think it was a day or two before FSU was ready to file, and they just filed it to beat them to the courthouse. But I'm not sure. It's, what in my profession, it's called conflict of laws. So what law applies? Is it the law of Florida? Is it the law of South Carolina? Is it the law of North Carolina? How do those laws differ when you're talking about a contract that has, I'm told, two different amounts that you got to pay. And I'm really fairly confident that this is going to be long, drawn out, and unless the three parties get together and find a unified way to resolve this, it's going to be forever because somebody is going to lose and they're going to appeal it. And right now, most appeals are taking a year or two to get done, and I don't think any appeals court is going to expedite this just for a football team.
All right.
Great stuff, my man. Appreciate it, Glenn.
Appreciate it, Glenn. If you need, help in any area, Barnes, Cohen, and Sullivan have been doing their thing around here for, my gosh, eons.
Can I say one thing before we leave?
You can.
Yeah, we are, just for the people to understand, we're opening up a new office at Jacksonville Beach.
Okay.
We used to be there long ago, but it's going to be fully manned, and it's going to make it a little easier for people that need us at the beach. Instead of coming into town, you're going to have a convenient way to see us.
All right, perfect. Appreciate you, Glenn. We'll talk to you.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
All right, there you go. A couple of things about this AC thing. Here's what it sounds to me. It sounds like the classic case, just to put it in its perspective, of the player who wants to renegotiate. He's outperforming his contract. I'm not playing under this contract. Look at like CeeDee Lamb or Brandon Ayuk. Like CeeDee Lamb's like, no, Justin Jefferson's the SEC.
Yeah.
And he's getting paid, and Tyreek Hill is the Big Ten. And I'm CeeDee Lamb, and I'm FSU, I'm Clemson. I mean, I want to get paid. Look, I'm those guys. I want to get paid like those guys.
Yeah.
I'm sitting out. The only difference is you got nowhere to go.
I'm looking at Ohio State's football schedule. I mean, you want to talk about a slam dunk guarantee for the playoff.
Well,
this is embarrassing.
Weren't they
Michigan's
weren't they the kings of the
screwed.
transfer portal this year?
Akron, Western Mich, Marshall, at Michigan State, Iowa, one game at Oregon, okay, Nebraska, at Penn State, Purdue, Northwestern, Indiana, and then Michigan. This is an embarrassment of a schedule, an embarrassment compared to what other programs play. There has to be a way. I don't know. It's been this way forever. But man, there has to be a way for some equity in this thing, man. It's just, they have gift-wrapped Ohio State Ohio State can lose to Michigan, and they'll still be in the top 12 in the country. And people won't, because they're Ohio State, because of the name brand, and schools get the benefit of the doubt, and this is another one. They won't judge them on, they'll be, they won 11 games, Hick. They beat Akron. They beat Western Michigan. They beat Marshall. Man.
So you're saying even if they don't win the Big Ten, they're going to get in just by going 11-1 against that cream puff schedule?
I bet you if they go 10-2, they're in the college football playoff. And
does it matter where the losses come?
Well, they're not losing to Akron, Western Michigan, Marshall, at Michigan State, Iowa, Nebraska, Purdue, Northwestern, Indiana. There's only 3 games they could even possibly lose.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I'm telling you.
The bigger conferences are supposed to eliminate that a little bit.
I'm telling you
it's
right
annoying.
now,
It's
the
annoying.
only games that they could possibly lose are at Oregon, at Penn State, or Michigan at home. That's the only games they could possibly lose. They are not losing. Northwestern won a game. Indiana, Purdue, Nebraska, let's go Matt Rule, get them back. This is a joke. Talk to Charlton K. Gainey. Let's get him in here real quick. Hello, Charlton. Good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen. Don't forget, they keep Penn State up there high. So when
I know
Ohio State beats them, then
they
say, "Oh, we beat Penn State," but Penn State doesn't play anybody else.
Penn State's got to do
something. That's not
something.
what I call.
Yeah.
I got a couple quick questions for you.
All right.
Since it's the Jaguars opening training camp.
Yes.
Think back to the days when we were in the Valley. When we used to worry about we're going to have blackouts, and we had to do the whiteout where we got 30,000 Googans to show up with white
That's
T-shirts.
a big crowd back in those days. That's how history remembers that. That was a big crowd for back in the day.
Don't have the Ox Gator calling about the whiteout. It's right up there with the Guggen Open to him.
So here's the question. So back in the day, being a season ticket holder for
You were also a
17 years.
hick. You were also a season hick. So that was
Absolutely. I'm a big one.
Proud of
big
it.
country hick.
Mhm.
But they used to send out in your ticket package a magnetic schedule. And on that schedule, on some of them, they had a slogan. And I wanted to see if you could get the 4 slogans. Obviously,
Okay. All right.
2011, 2012, 2013 were 3 years in a row where they had to go with a slogan to try to sell tickets.
Oh, slogans.
Yeah, gosh.
Yeah. So remember, like keep chopping or.
Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
so think about it.
I mean, they're also cliche. They're going to be cliche, all 4 of them. No,
It's time.
It's like it's go time, right? We did that. It's time, or
Well, 2001 was go all out.
okay,
Go all out.
Yeah.
And then 2011, it has to do with. I'll give you a hint. What do they have? What do they call the ring of the Ring of Honor?
Pride.
Right. So, what do you need to do?
You need to have pride.
Keep the pride alive.
Keep the pride alive. We had to have some pride before we kept it alive in that year.
Oh.
All right. 2012 and 2013 were just 2 words. The first one.
All
would be
in.
Jeff. All in. Very good. I was about to say poker room, but you got it.
Good.
And the second one was when they. It looks like when they debuted the 2-tone helmet.
We're new beginnings.
Nope.
Ugly helmets.
Think about an airline and what you do when you get ready.
First class.
Sitting down.
United.
No, blast off, take off.
Yep. United. United's the second word.
Stand united.
Stand united.
Yes.
And that's what I want us to do now is stand united, Jags fans.
Yeah.
I'm sick of this. I got to listen to this Houston Texans BS.
Yeah.
When I'm in Houston, it sucks. I'm tired of hearing it. Go Jags!
Thank you, Charles
He does.
Kagani. At least Penn State plays at West Virginia. UCLA is not very good, but they play them at USC, at Wisconsin, Ohio State, Washington. Man, they gift wrapped
West
Ohio.
Virginia's not good this year either.
They're not.
I saw at Big 12 they were picked like 11th of the 16 or 12th. So
They gift wrapped Ohio State, man. That's weak.
yeah, well, I mean, yeah, Missouri, same thing.
Yeah, but it's Missouri.
Texas.
It's Missouri.
We talked about this with Texas. They
Yeah.
dodged a lot of bullets.
Oklahoma got stuck.
And it does in Ohio State's it's magnified because you would suspect Michigan to be down this year. Couldn't you see Michigan going 7-5 and not be surprised? Or no, am I missing something? They lost their coach and everybody. Cora, McCarthy, the receivers, all of them.
Man, we got another corner in the NFL down with a torn ACL.
Who's this one?
Rams projected starting quarterback Darian Kendrick.
Oh, I was afraid you were going to say Darius Williams.
Yeah, no, Darian Kendrick feared to have torn his ACL during practice, undergo additional testing to confirm the initial diagnosis. That's from Adam Schnickner.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, cool.
You want to take a break?
I do.
I'm in the mood for some New York City headlines.
All right, we'll check those out when we come back on the other side. It is
Cam Little, by the way, hitting some bombs in practice.
61-yarder.
Well, we need that. We could have used that, one night on a Monday last fall. Yeah. That'd have been nice. All right. It's Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday. We will come back with New York City headlines. You are listening to The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. More Jaguars, more prep sports, more Gators, more Knowles, more Dogs, more golf. Plus original podcasts from your favorite 1010XL personalities. 1010XL.com.
Hey folks, it's Jennifer Marion. Randy Marion Cadillac is the pinnacle of luxury in the First Coast area.
And guess what? We've got the all-new Cadillac Lyric with $16,000 off MSRP.
That's right. You pick the color and drive away today in ultimate style.
Experience the future of driving with the Cadillac Lyric. Electric, elegant, and exhilarating.
Visit us online at RandyMarionCadillacofJacksonville.com or come see us on Southside Boulevard, Jacksonville.
Don't miss out on this unbeatable deal. Plus tax tag title $8.99 admin fee and resist all.
Tell them Jennifer sent ya.
Brackish Vodka, the official vodka of UNF Athletics, 100% made in Jacksonville, is available at all local liquor stores. Visit Browdy's, Total Wine, ABC, Shores, Golden, Sahara's, Golden Ox, and more. Drink our gluten-free San Francisco Spirit award-winning vodka and see why it's the smoothest vodka you can buy. When you drink Brackish Vodka, you support all of our local employees and all the money stays in Jacksonville. Drink Brackish Vodka and live life slightly salty. Proud partner of the Jaguars.
It's the coolest week to save during the summer fan sale at First Coast Lighting and Fans. Buy one fan, save 10%. Buy two, save 15%. Buy three or more and save 20% off all fans at First Coast Lighting and Fans. Showroom near the Avenues.
Big Chief Tire makes auto care affordable with 6-month financing on their CFNA card, plus $50 off your next service. Frank Frangie here. With no interest for 6 months, now is the perfect time to take care of your vehicle. Whether you need new tires, brakes, or general checkup, their skilled technicians have you covered. Visit BigChiefTire.com or call 904-932-0950 to learn more and schedule an appointment at one of their 5 locations. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
Seminoles, yes. Hurricanes, yes. 1010XL brings the Atlantic Coast Conference to the First Coast. It's the ACC kickoff in Charlotte. Brought to you by the Plumbers and Pipefitters Local Union 234.
And Salvatore's Pizza at Tapestry Park.
Yo, E to the T here, and we've all been there before. A weekend trip to the casino? Canceled because real life came calling. MyBookie's new and improved online casino is here to change the game. Dive into a truly realistic casino experience featuring the latest in slots, progressive jackpots, and live dealer action. All from the comfort of the crib, my boy. I love the live casino. Just go to MyBookie and click Live Casino at the top. You'll find the dealers ready to spin just like you're at the casino. The MyBookie Casino provides a Las Vegas experience with the actions in your hands, and you don't even need to wear pants, my guy. Start at MyBookie today with a generous sign-up bonus using promo code 1010XL and a revamped loyalty program that'll ensure the host an exclusive VIP perk. So sign up and hit the casino with promo code 1010XL. The more you play, the more you win. Only with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
Hey, David again with Royal Pest Services. TAP Insulation stands for thermal, acoustic, and pest control. Keep your home cool, noise out, and pests dead. Visit RoyalPestServices.com to schedule a free inspection.
Did you know a metal roof from Prime Roofing has the highest wind and impact ratings available? If you want a stronger roof, think metal. Think Prime Roofing. Learn more at PrimeRoofingFL.com. That's PrimeRoofingFL.com.
It's back! The Big One sales event is here, and it's going on now at Arlington Toyota. Arlington has over 400 new Toyotas available. Cars, trucks, SUVs, and family vans. And that means now is the time to go big and go home in style. Plus, with every new Toyota purchase, you get Arlington's lifetime warranty and 30-day exchange program. But don't wait. The Big One sales event won't last long, so shop today. 10939 Atlantic Boulevard and online at arlingtontoyota.com.
Arrested? Got traffic tickets? DUI? License problems, gun charges, drug charges? If you've been charged with any crime, call me, criminal defense attorney Malcolm Anthony, at 285-4LAW. That's 285-4LAW.
Right now, you may be running a little late, or feeling stressed, or overwhelmed, and you may be going a bit over the speed limit. So to help you relax, exhale. Ease up on the gas. You'll get there when you get there. Take a moment to just chill. This little break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Gonna find my baby, gonna hold her tight, gonna grab some afternoon delight. My motto's always been, when it's right, why wait until the middle of a cold, dark night, when everything's a little clearer in the light of day. And we know the night is always gonna be there anyway.
Pretty good, huh? How's that?
That's us.
Today is it. You said today's an anniversary of such.
That's 20 years.
20 years.
Since, the boys from Anchorman did Afternoon Delight. It's a staple of this program.
Sure.
We've had it for 20 years as well.
I still remember us going to see Anchorman and doing a movie review for Sports Final Television years ago.
Yeah, it was terrific. It was terrific. We also, as a station, went to the movies and saw Anchorman 2.
As a radio station.
Yeah, as a radio station. So I also
Burgundy, friend of the program. You've heard the shout-outs through the years.
Also wanted to mention as well, apparel, you can go to VitaDeLuis.com and purchase some really cool apparel, hats, and other tequila-branded products, 50% off. I told you about it yesterday. You can use the promo code 72424. You can also order some tequila, Vita de Luis tequila, which is so good. It's crafted with the purest volcanic spring water. And, by the way, it's imported straight from Tequila, Mexico to Jacksonville Beach. It's a local company, so I wanted to get that in. I am in the mood.
You are. When New York City headlines are coming.
When I'm in the mood, I got to do them.
Well, okay.
I got a fever for New York City headlines.
Brought to you by Integra Concierge Medicine. Get you better health, feel better, more energy, any and everything. 619-3609.
Sad about you. J-Lo admits she's fragile and frightened after celebrating birthday without.
I don't know how
Ben
anyone can
Affleck.
have sympathy for Jennifer Lopez.
Well, I don't know. I just read them.
And I just react them.
Yeah. Mom's controversial Starbucks freebie hack faces backlash, taking advantage of the system.
You feel taken advantage of when you go to Starbucks and your coffee's $7.29. So you go, girl.
Vacay vibes. Caitlin Clark's boyfriend gives a peek at how WNBA stars enjoying break.
Yeah, she should be in Paris, but oh well.
Aaron Rodgers' interview was most awkward, horrible moment in show's history. WFAN host.
Okay, that's I haven't seen that. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
I've seen his interview at the podium yesterday, and it was fine.
I want to go home. Ohio brothers stuck in Dubai after mysteriously waking up in cop car after yacht party.
Hangover 7, Dubai. They don't play over there. You better be careful what you did with too many beers in you.
Prince Harry reveals the central piece of rift with royal family in new bombshell interview.
And the world says we don't care.
Facts of Life star claims greedy B cast member ruined revival. There was drama.
I just know it wasn't Tootie. That's all I know. It must have been that. Who was the one? The Did you watch that show? Claire, was that her name?
Yeah.
The stuck-up one.
FedEx driver steals family's French bulldog that died after being left in his hot truck.
Come on, man. What are we doing? You're supposed to, you're all about the drop-off, not the carry-out.
Yeah. Blindsided, Denmark's Queen Mary left shaken after electric scooter plows into her during royal engagement.
I mean, where in the world, I guess in Denmark, is a queen subject to being plowed into by a scooter? The queen just goes skipping around downtown there?
ETA right now. Amazon driver caught speeding down sidewalk in TikTok video.
Okay. Speeding in, what are they, what? In what? In a car on the
truck?
sidewalk? Damn.
Southwest will now assign seats, breaking long-standing tradition. Here's why.
Well, I can tell you, yeah, that makes sense. Because America's people are too uncivil to take their seats.
Melania Trump to tell the story of her extraordinary life in new memoir.
Yeah.
Chinese and Russian military planes intercepted off Alaska, NORAD says.
Well, I mean, they're cruising like 40 miles off the East Coast. Why not check out the West Coast while they're at it? Meanwhile, somebody, might send out a flare.
Off the rails, Mets-Yankees fans throw punches, tackles, and wild, chaotic Subway Series brawl.
And why I used to call it, and to your annoyance, New Crack City.
Ridiculous. No.
Okay.
Stars align why Olivia Culpo's fame made Christian McCaffrey wedding a wild experience for Niners teammate.
Yeah, Olivia Culpo's fame is a relative term. I mean, it's nowhere near the McCaffrey level, is it?
John Gosselin boasts sex life better than ever as he shares before and after weight loss photos.
Why do you, in sharing your photos, think that anyone cares what your sex life is like? Like, who boasts? It'd be like if I came in today, heck, man, sex life sure is good these days. We're boasting, Hick.
Boasting
of our sex lives. No one cares, John Gosling, you weirdo.
I do have a bonus one I feel like I must read.
I almost thought you were going to say something else.
I have a bonus headline.
I do have a bonus.
Ruthless.
Ooh, that's a 9 o'clock nasty.
Yeah, ruthless L.A. gang leader, Wicked, shanked to death in vicious prison attack.
Ooh, a lot of words in that sentence tell the story. Shanked, vicious,
His name was Wicked. Wicked got shanked to death in a prison.
Wicked. Oh,
hey,
man.
Wicked.
Oof. I don't think that's what the Broadway play was about.
Yeah.
Shanked.
Or Wicked.
There was Vicious also. Didn't that appear in there?
Yeah, it was a vicious attack.
But you're darn right it is. Is there a shanking that's not a vicious attack? Can you be delicately shanked?
I don't think you can be delicately
No,
shanked.
you're
shanking hurts.
Anytime you're by the way, if
you don't want to
pierced
get shanked
in jail, it's vicious.
Yeah.
So we can eliminate some of the qualifiers here.
Yeah.
Wicked got shanked. That's all you need to know.
I've got something for the 9 o'clock nasty. You ready for this?
You've been waiting for this.
Yeah, you ready for this?
Yeah, get dirty.
Do you see what the Rockies and the Red Sox got into yesterday?
They got into a little fight, I saw.
Yeah, one of the guys, Cal Quantrill, giving it back to Reese McGuire, and I can't really say you blank and blank in a parking lot, you blank.
Yeah. Why were they? I don't know. Why was he so mad at the batter? Was it from the day? But here's what's happening now. These feuds are carrying over like games and innings and. I don't know what Quantrill was mad at the player about, but the player had about enough. I mean, he either walked or got hit, was just minding his business going to first, and Quantrill got at him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was Paul Quantrill.
The Rockies hung 20 on the Red Sox.
Yeah, no,
by the way,
at that time, though, it wasn't the score.
I saw Alex Cora got a extension, so he will be staying in Boston.
Okay.
He signed a 3-year deal.
That's a good – if you're a Boston fan, you have to like that, don't you?
This is bad news.
What do you got?
The Braves reinstated Austin Riley from the paternity list and designated Zach Short for assignment.
Thank God.
Oh, my gosh.
You did recall
Zach Short's assignment, Antarctica.
You did recall right-handed pitcher Daysbel Hernandez to Atlanta.
Daysbel Hernandez was a guy who last year had a week of notoriety. He was unhittable in minors, and he was going to be a big upgrade, and then he came up and went back down.
Your boy Winans got lit up. He's the guy that.
Thank you. That's a former Met.
You taunted the Mets because you bought him from the Mets for $20K,
and then
he beat us.
Yeah, we should have saved him for today.
I don't think he's won since.
No, I don't think so either. In fact, I think he got cut after the game the other day.
Yeah, that was yesterday.
Yeah,
he may have.
Yeah, in the morning. He's terrible. The Braves. They're the bad. Listen, if you can't get your 2 out of 2 is a loss for you this weekend because of where we are. Because by the way, you get Sale today. Actually, you'll get Morton and Lopez, I guess.
Yeah, we get them all, man.
Because then the fourth, it's now the 4th and 5th starters are terrible. Not just the 5th. Now it's the 4th and the 5th.
We're not the 2022 Mets. That's the one difference.
And there's also this difference. In the last month, in the last month, that's a pretty good sample size. You have the best record in baseball. So excuse me if I'm not buying the poor mouthing. You're going Vince Dooley on me. I'm not trying to build you up bigger. I'm trying to look at you accurately.
Caglione signed for $7.5 million, slightly above the 7.2 slot. He was introduced at Kauffman Stadium yesterday, and I think Brady Singer stopped by and visited with him. So, nice. Congratulations to, I think, the best Gator baseball player of all time.
I think that's
from college.
fair.
It'll be interesting to see what he does in the pros.
Who would you put second?
Well, you can argue.
To me, there's one guy who I would put awful close. You might could convince me if we went back. There's some recency going on here, obviously.
Mm-hmm. It's hard.
Wilkerson, though, that's who it is for me because he pitched. Are
you talking about in college?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because Pete's the.
Yeah, no. I'm talking about the best college, Gator baseball player, and I guess part of it is the bleed over into the pros. Yeah. So that would up Alonzo. To me, Brad Wilkerson was the
guy
biggest,
who gets not near
single person entity though in Gator baseball history.
Yeah,
he was our best pitcher. Not just a pitcher.
Right. Well, Caglione was our best pitcher this year.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Eckstein doesn't get enough credit either.
He was a good player.
Yeah. World Series MVP, bro.
No. I'm thinking college, but yeah, he was definitely.
Preston Tucker had a great college career. I remember him. Laporta, obviously, Zanino, those guys had great. But yeah, I would be hard pressed to.
Caglione and Wilkerson, I think those are the two. They've had dominant pitchers that have done it, but Herbert Perry probably got screwed by playing at an era where Gator baseball wasn't as good as it is now. And if Herbert Perry came along now with his skill set, and for Herbert Perry, all that don't know, was a dadgum starting quarterback and starting third baseman.
Yeah, cost Florida 2 national championships
in both sports.
Yeah,
he made an error, didn't he?
Dropped a fly ball at Mark Light, and he threw a pick in the was it the Rutgers game that came back and tied us?
He certainly didn't cost us any championships in football.
Oh, yeah.
He did.
What do you mean? We're 9-1-1.
Okay, I don't think
he went in the game and we were up 28-7.
Oh, you're saying because Kerwin got hurt? I got you.
I think, if I remember correctly, that was always the joke. Herbert Perry cost us 2 nations.
Yeah, I remember that. It's probably a little unfair.
That's unfair to Herbert.
Yeah, Florida wasn't even going to a bowl game that year, so the Natty was going to be hard. It was going to be tough.
natties out there, man. Gibby?
Now, the cool down from the cool guys at Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing. Fast, reliable, and honest service since '87.
I'm cooling down on the reality of Braves baseball at this point. Just close your eyes and you know, cover your ears and look up at the end of September and just see how it worked out, you know. And I'm cooling down on. I did a side-by-side lineup comparison of the 1988 Braves and what Atlanta ran out yesterday against the Reds, and they're awfully similar. The 1988 Braves went 54 and 108, so that's going to be a problem.
That'll be a problem. Let's hope that problem can continue.
Never forget the Zach Short era.
Who's pitching for you tonight? Do you know?
Medis? I don't know. I'll look real quick and tell you before we head on off.
I got Sale coming, and my best chance to win's tonight, buddy.
Yeah.
Because, by the way, Morton's nothing special. He's 5-inning, 4-run guy.
Yeah.
5-inning, 6-inning, 3-run guy. I mean, we're not. Sale could shut you down. Ain't nobody else.
I know we got Senga going tomorrow.
Is that his first?
Yeah, that'll be his
first one back. Okay.
Yes. Oh, Luis Severino against Sale. That's a good matchup. Senga against Morton. Mets haven't announced against Schwellenbach, and then Pete Peterson against Lopes.
Okay.
You got the advantage in just about all of them.
Peterson always pitches good against us, doesn't he? Isn't he the one?
Pete Peterson?
One of those guys, one of those middling guys beats us. He's our Rangers Suarez.
Then we got the Twins. Then we go to take on the Angels and the Rockies on the road and Seattle. Ooh, that's a long trip.
I'm so despondent, Dan. I don't know who they have next. How about that?
Yeah.
We go to New York, and I don't even know. That's how despondent I am.
Yeah.
We just opened at home with 5 against the Cardinals and the Reds and went 1-4. I'm sick like an idiot. I'm going home.
You go to Milwaukee after New York.
Great. That should go well.
And then you get the Fish. Then you got 3 at home with Milwaukee. Then you got a long Westie. You go Colorado, San Fran, and the Angels. Then you get the Phillies for a bunch. 7 left with the Phils still.
Yeah, none of this great.
Yeah.
You
wrap with the Royals, who aren't bad.
I know it looked good at the beginning of the year. You get a little layup there. We need some people back, man. We need some peeps back, and it's just anyway enough. We've talked this to death.
Yeah.
That'll do it for a custom tree surgeons Thursday. Jaguars today is next.
Boom.
The drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Now, another classic moment in Jags history.
There's the snap. Brunell standing in the pocket, has time. He's on the run to his left. He's got Keenan all alone. Keenan makes the catch at the 10. Tyrope's down the sideline. And the referee signaled touchdown. A 47-yard touchdown pass.
Jaguars pride forever. 1010XL. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. And I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Expert Automotive is ready to keep you cool this summer. Right now, get an AC inspection or a system cooling checkup. Your choice for only $19.99. Their gift to you this summer is $50 off any service and a free tire rotation with any service. Their ASE certified technicians can keep your car cool without breaking the bank this summer. Call them at 374-3373 to get an appointment today. Expert Automotive. They never sell greed, only what you need.
The Sunshine State says it all in the nickname. That summer sun in Florida can take its toll on an air conditioning unit and send your electric bill through the roof.